It says 8 p.m. Eastern. We're switching that up in 2 weeks anyway, so we'll need new graphics and everything as usual. It's a rebuild process. I decided we're changing Monday Madness to 4 p.m. Eastern. One, to avoid the 18 other people that are out there right now doing a podcast. And two, because it would make it where the people in Australia will be able to watch Japan, New Zealand. They'll be catching the show in the morning. People in the UK will be catching the show in the evening, 9, 10 o'clock, whatever. Everybody will get to see the show. It won't be like anybody's being cut out. I'm trying to bring in that Australian, New Zealand audience as well. I don't like them being, cut out of what we're doing. So let me see if I can get Facebook to accept this now, since we're live. See if it'll accept it. Hello, Madness. Jeez, Facebook's been a gosh to me lately. Keep saying that I didn't allow Facebook or didn't allow StreamYard in the group or something. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, we got a good show for you tonight. We got Specks Thompson. He's going to be out here in just a few minutes. I sent him a link, so he'll be out. We got Don Chin going to be out here. We got Rob Multari, Nightwolf. I think he might be joined by a little special guest, possibly. But yeah, it's going to be a good show. I wanted to talk a little bit about some of the stuff we got going on real quick. But if you haven't, subscribe to Comic Talk with Pops Fan Zant on YouTube. If you haven't, join the comic-related madness on Facebook. While the show is on, feel free to drop questions in the comments and be part of the show. Also, while you're watching, smash that like and share the stream, because exposure is king. You know how we do this. We got a little thing like this. If you want to help contribute, it's up pinned at the top of the chat on YouTube. Both our Patreon and PayPal. You can be watching this on Twitch. Help us grow over there. We're trying to, really expand this thing. But I wanted to talk a little bit real quick about the Patreon before Specs comes out. I want to definitely talk about the Patreon page. Hello, Doris. How you doing, sweetheart? I loved watching you today. That was awesome. And yes, the Evel Knievel stunt bike, man, with the little Evel Knievel dude and his little uniform, helmet, and everything. And you wind that thing up, yang, and it'd take off. That bike would take off, and it was tough. It took some damage. I love that toy. That was my favorite toy when I was a kid. First thing came to mind when you asked that question. So there it is. Patreon page. Okay. I set up the tiers today, and I wanted to make it so that, everybody had a chance to get something out of it. There is the $2 tier that's just, if you just want to help us out, help keep the show on, hit that $2 tier. There's a $4 tier. If we get 10 people on the $4 tier, out of those 10 people or more, however many we get, we're going to have a drawing during CromCon at the end of June. Somebody's going to win an autographed book. I have a few to choose from, so the winner will have something to choose from. It's not necessarily the one in the picture. I just wanted to throw something up there. And the same with the original art. Somebody wins, on the $6 tier. If somebody, if we can get 10 people on the $6 tier or more, then in CromCon June, we will also give away to one of those people a piece of original art. So it's just something to get, give back to the people that actually help us out, keep the show on. And then there's the $10 tier, and I gotta bring Specs out while I talk about the $10 tier, because the $10 tier is pretty awesome. Because the $10 tier is you can co-host a 6-hour block. If you want to put $10 at my Patreon, you can take over a 6-hour block of CromCon and schedule your own guests and bring out your own people and cancel pops, which seems to be a thing that people like to do out there in some circles. So, there's a chance, y'all. Woo, money, I'll let you do it. Specks Thompson, how you doing, my friend?
I'm doing pretty good, man.
I've seen you on a few shows, so this is the first chance I've got to meet you. But I have been looking at your project. I do got a banner to throw up here real quick. There it is. Yes. Legacy of the View, number 3.
Yeah, that's me.
Now, I can't remember. I think it was Indie Bolt maybe that I saw you first. Were you on Indie Bolt?
Yeah, I was Thursday, I believe. Yeah.
I think that's where I saw you first. And I was like, oh, I was like, hey, you got to be on my show or something. I know I put my face out there. I was like, yes, we love having people on the show that are promoting, especially somebody that I haven't seen before. This one was getting by me. It was getting under the radar. There's 3 days left. Look, I think it just went up.
Well, with my Kickstarter?
Yeah, you got 67 backers. It just went ding, ding.
Oh yeah, right? That's great because I went through upset this morning, man. I lost a backer that was backing with me for $500, and he just dropped out, and that hurt.
Oh man, I hate when that happens. Sometimes people set you up that way though.
Yeah, but I knew the guy, and he said he went through a situation right now, and he had to back out. But I was like, dang, like.
I've actually seen people that set other people up. They were like, bid on one of the big tiers, and then once they realized that their money wasn't going to make a difference, like the dude went past their money funding, they pulled anyway. But you knew that's what they were going to do if their money was like the determining factor of whether or not somebody got funded. They were going to yank that at the end just to blow them up.
Oh yeah, man. I mean, I made a post about it, and people was telling me people do that just to give them large amounts of money and pull out last second. I was like, that's terrible.
And that's one of the problems with the Kickstarter too. It's like people forget a month from now that somebody's going to hit, that they're going to hit your card.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's like I have a calendar where I try to keep track. Okay, on this day that one ends, they're going to hit the card that day.
Yeah.
I don't have to do that with Indiegogo because they just take the money.
Yeah, right then and there. Yeah.
And that's one of the things that people complain about back and forth. They argue about it. I use both platforms because there's good books on both freaking platforms.
Mm-hmm.
What can you do, right? If you want to get it, So
yeah, I started out on Indiegogo. Yeah, so I mean, I already know I started out on Indiegogo. It's just because of the on-demand feature.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So go ahead and introduce yourself to everybody, and I will pull your book up. We'll look at it.
All right. I'm Curtis Specks Thompson, the creator of The Legacy of the View, which is I guess a superhero comic book, that follows a high school teenager named Chaz Johnson on his adventures as the View, as the public has dubbed him in his world. The View has the power of creation, which he uses to fight the forces of the Howl, who try to use the human race's chemical that's found in their blood called adrenochrome, which is produced from fear, as a power source to get stronger. And Chaz, aka the View, is just like a typical high school kid, like dance videos, hanging out with friends, playing sports and whatnot. And he's a reluctant hero. He doesn't want to be the View, but when time comes, he has to do what he has to do because he's the only person in the world that can beat the Howl in the most efficient way.
He's got the right weapon. You won me over already. I love size. That's one of my favorite weapons. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it got multi purposes for that weapon. You can do different things. Even eat pizza.
Right. Right. You can do a lot of things with it. So, who is it for?
It's people who like music. It's hip hop based. It got some hip hop elements to it, but anybody who like music because he's an intern at his uncle's recording studio. So I'm in the music industry, so I use that job or that scenery to put in behind the scenes music stuff and different lingo and different things that people don't know that happens in the studio, what it takes to make a song. And people who like anime or manga, I took some of their concepts and put in my comic book. People who like superhero comic books, they will love this too. And want some comedy, I got comedy in there as well. Age-wise, I'll say maybe 13 up. It is, you got some violence in there, but not too heavy. And it got some, baby bad words in it, but nothing too harsh that they wouldn't see it right.
what the
Yeah,
blank. So, you know, I mean,
yeah.
looks
So
like,
like it
you know,
won't nobody nothing that nobody if they're watching a Marvel movie or
right,
DC movie they haven't heard it anyway.
right. I just like how you just like left the letters there blank. Make up
Oh
your
yeah,
own.
that way. See, I do that when it's a really bad word, but they say damn and hell and stuff like that. But when it's a really bad word, it comes out.
That's nice. I like it.
Yeah.
Now, this is your IP, right? And you're the artist?
No,
And
I'm a writer creator. I have another artist,
oh,
and
okay.
then Yusef who draws it for me.
All right. So you wrote it and you created it and you got a different artist. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Because we want to talk about him too. All right.
Okay.
You know, I mean, make sure your boy gets his plugs, man. That's what
Oh
this is
yeah,
all
that's
about.
why I put him in the Kickstarter. Let him give him some shine on.
Definitely. That's what this is about. This is about promotion. I tell everybody all the time. You post this in the madness twice a day. You know, post the link to this Kickstarter. You got like what 9 days left?
No, I got less than that. I got
Oh, what do you
3 or 4.
got? Okay, twice a day. Make sure you put it to madness. Once in the morning, once in the evening. That way, I share it out to other places.
Okay.
Once in the morning and once in the evening. See, it's for me, it's like a promotion thing. It's kind of like just something I do every day to help people out. It's not just my weekly show or CromCon. That's what the comic related madness is for. It's for networking and promotion. So by all means, tell the people in the madness what you got going on at least twice a day. I tell everybody that, man. It's like
Okay.
make the feed move. You know, there you go. This your guy.
Yeah, that's the artist. That's Yusef. Yep.
All right. I just reading what his credits there because
Yeah. I put some of his works up there, so anybody who has read anything or know any of them names, can relate.
and Derek's letter and editor.
Yes, he is.
All right, Billy boy, good with that.
Mhm.
All right, tier list. You got the $2 donation.
Yes, sir.
No, just support. I understand that because I look for that too.
Hmm.
Um, the $5 single reward will get you issue 3 PDF that's digitally sent along with the poster PDF. The $10 demo reward will get you issue 2 along with issue 3. That's nice.
Hmm.
Issue 3, or I mean, the $15 tier gets you the mixtape, issue 1, 2, and 3 PDF digitally. The $20 tier is for previous supporters. You receive issue book 3. That's kind of a unique idea.
Oh yeah.
I've not seen that where you just reward people who backed you before they come back. I like that. That's kind of cool.
Okay. Did something good.
So, I mean, it's not like, nah, you didn't get it the first time, but it's kind of like, hey, for you people that come back, I got a little something extra for you. I
Hmm.
appreciate that. That's cool.
Hmm.
So, where is the I can get it all? 1, 2, and 3 in floppy form.
I believe 25 and
$5 album? Is that what that is? Yeah, okay. Okay. That's that there you go. The $25 album
Mhm.
issue 3, issue 2, and issue 1, the books along with a mini poster.
Mhm.
So that's the one people like that are just jumping in. That's usually the one they're gonna look at, they want to get in from the beginning. I'm a collector. Number one, first print is more important to me than number 3, I ain't gonna lie.
Makes sense to me.
I'm saying for me, as a collector,
Mhm.
the first print number 1 is more important to me than getting number 3. But you know what I mean? It's like it's nice that you go back and you make sure that people can get on board from the beginning. That's
Yeah.
something everybody needs to do. Always try to have some. And tell everybody, always try to have some extra books. So when people are trying to get on in book 3, book 4, book 5, they can go back and get books from the beginning because
Yeah.
that's what we do.
Mm-hmm.
We got some people watching. We got Doris. I'm not sure which Facebook user this is, but what's up? We got Joe D. McPhee from the Desk of a Small Press Publisher. I don't know if you know Joe or not, but he also has a show. Just throwing
Okay.
that out there.
All right. I might hit him up too. I don't mind.
Hi Keisha, how you doing? Keisha was at a con the other day, and they were broadcasting live during CromCon from the floor of the con they were at. It was pretty cool.
That's cool.
Brian Chris Gow, what's up, man? How you doing? We're checking out Legacy of the View #3. And this here, we got Specks Thompson here, and we're checking this out, man. It looks pretty decent. I like the like I said, I like the way you set up the reward tiers. I like that you also reward returning backers. That was cool.
Mm-hmm.
Private location event. We on
Yeah.
party.
It was about to be because he did it, and I was like, man, I wouldn't have thought he did, but it's gone now. But yeah, he did it, and I start planning. I start planning them pages for him. Could ask for get a 8-page comic book made. So I was thinking concepts and storylines for a character based on him, I guess. But I gotta toss that now.
Well, I want to go ahead and play the video real quick. Let's check this out. You good with that?
Sure, go ahead.
All right.
What's up, y'all? This is Specks Thompson, the creator of Legacy of View, and this is my Kickstarter for issue 3 of my comic book series. I hope that by the end of this video, I can get y'all as a backer to help me out, boost my dream up, to get these books, these characters, and these stories that I fell in love with in y'all hands, so y'all can fall in love with them the same way I have. So let's go.
The Legacy of View stars a high school sophomore named Chaz Johnson, who's an intern at his uncle's recording studio as a musical engineer. I chose to make him a musical engineer because I'm in the music industry as a DJ, and I want to incorporate aspects of my life inside my comic book series. So I chose to make him a musical engineer so that he can meet the different artists that I place inside my comic book world, as well so I can use different lingo that's used inside the studio, as well as different terms and techniques that's used as well. So the readers who's not familiar with the studio life or the aspects of the studio or the recording process can learn about it inside the Legacy of the View. So enough about that. So basically, Chaz became the View by being in the wrong place at the wrong time. He got stuck between the crossfire between the Howl and the Silent, which are the two villain groups in the story. And he got his powers by unknown circumstances from that crossfire that will be explained in his origin story later on. But right there in the picture, you can see how he uses his mask. He takes a shirt that he's wearing, he put it around his head, tied it up, and he got a mask right there, ready to go at any time. So yeah, y'all seen some panels, y'all seen some pages, y'all seen how Chaz transformed into the View, just right there. But I forgot to tell you about his power, that main thing about him. So, with the powers of the View, he has the powers of creation. With the powers of creation, he's able to spawn items out of thin air that typically last 1 minute. But first, he has to know about them items. He can't just make items out of nothing that he don't know about. If you try to make a car, he gotta know how that motor works. Without that motor, the car won't work. But he makes a baseball bat. Because he's a baseball player. He knows the ins and outs of that baseball bat. So he used that baseball bat to whip people's butts. And you can see that in pretty much all my issues. He used that baseball bat and he goes to town. And that's one thing about he knows these items he used them beforehand. Because if he didn't, it won't work. It'd be too flimsy, too soft, and just be terrible. But Chaz is a smart guy, and he knows better. All right, this Kickstarter right here is $1,300 to help my project, my dream come true. But it's $1,300. I'm gonna use to pay my staff, everybody who helped me create this book, money they need to better their lives. Because it's all about coming together. We all eat. And as well, my printer. So I get these books in y'all hands so y'all can enjoy and follow the characters, like I said, the same way I do. And then, the View is not my only character. I got plenty more characters ready to go. I need this Kickstarter right here for this $1,300 to work. So I can have other characters come alive too and make this whole world I created come together. So y'all fall in love and just be the next Marvel, DC, or Image, or dark horse, anything like that coming to the country. You know, this is my world, my Georgia University, and I'm trying to get y'all to know about the view. My comic books, $1,300. I need $20 to help me out, get my dream to come true. So right now, if y'all don't mind, y'all go to the bottom of this page, you know, back to the project, a little tab right there. You know, you click that, take one of the rewards over here on this corner right here, yeah, right there, and you know, help me out so I can just put in y'all hands. You know, y'all enjoy, y'all fall in love. Like, man, that dude who did his one take shot camera thing, he knew his name. Yeah, I knew what I'm talking about, man. I knew really did. So y'all go over there real quick, pick a reward, pick a good one now. One y'all really like, pick a good one. You see that? Boom, do that for me. Cool, appreciate it. You know, thanks for backing my project. Specks Thompson, the creator of Legacy to the View, and this is for Kickstarter issue 3 of my project. Thanks again.
Nice. And it is funded at $1,746 currently.
Yes.
Trish is ready to howl. I don't know if you know about Trish, but Trish is like, she's one of our super backers. She loves coming out and checking out everybody's books, getting involved.
Okay.
She's also responsible for that there button on my head, the comic related madness button. She sent me a bunch of buttons to, you know, give away like for the Patreon page or whatever, you know, whenever people support us, we got something to give them as a little thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Trish, for that. Those are cool as hell. Yes, they are. So yeah, man, I like that. I like the whole look of the book.
Yeah. I try to do different things. Like Yusuf, he knows that, you know, I wanted the Western comic book style, but he see that I like anime, so he's been trying to blend the two styles together, and that's what you see now in the pages now.
Nice. Yeah, I love the art. It's a real nice looking book, man.
Mm-hmm.
And do you have some of the pages that are black and white and then some are color? How do you got that?
Well, no, that's just sample. That's a sample of the work. It just the line arts for a page from issue 3, and so people can see the difference between the line art and the color. Like that. Okay. That page right there is from issue 2, so you get to see like a colored page, lettered, and one that's inked. So people can see then how great the work is, I guess.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful work. I'm a big fan of people that give away original art during their campaigns. Is this traditional or digital?
Digital. I was thinking about giving away that pinup that's up a little bit higher to somebody, but I don't know. Maybe I do it for the my trade Kickstarter or something like that. But that right there is was hand drawn, ink, pencil, and colored. So.
Well, see, I noticed that you have both stretch reward goals and backer number goals. That's smart. That's something I'm a very big fan of is backer rewards. You want numbers, man. The more people that are talking about your book, the more people hear about your book, the more people are going to come look at your book, you know, and I'm a big fan of that. I'm a big fan of getting more backers as opposed to more money. If you know what I mean, the more backers are going to bring more money.
Yeah, more attention, you know.
Yeah, so when you reward the amount of backers, you know, like you said, when I get to 100 backers, I'm going to do something special. I like those kind of tiers more than the $sign stretch goals.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because they mean more. Come on, I mean, the more backers you have, it really means more than how much money you make.
Yeah,
because that translates into more backers for your next book. Next book, hopefully, if people are talking about it, you know, that's what we want. We want people to like it, to tell their friends about it, so next time their friends get involved too, you know, bring the madness, man.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, that's my whole goal. Is all I've ever been. Yes, I will let you know when I need more, and I will definitely, you know, let me know what they cost so that I can figure out how to work them into, you know, my things, my stuff, because I'm actually trying to act like I know what I'm doing now and run this kind of like a business. Jeez, man.
Sounds like hard work.
I started doing this a year ago. I didn't have no idea what I was doing, man.
Hey, practice makes perfect, man.
I just started doing the con because, you know, everybody's tables went down. It was a mess. And I started doing what I I could to help. That's all. It's turned into more than I ever thought it was going to, and now it's like, dang, I have expenses. You know what I mean? It's like I didn't realize that this was gonna I thought I was just having fun. Now it's a job.
Yeah. Hey, you're doing something right, I guess, huh?
Oh, I'm having fun though, man. I've met so many cool people, like yourself. Okay, I've met look, people like you, maybe not you in particular yet, but people like you have given me a lifetime of entertainment.
Hey, that's what it's all about, right?
When I started doing this, it was just to give something back to you guys, man, because I knew, I knew guys that just powered right through it. Powered right through not having tables. Didn't matter. They still sell the hell out of books because they got a name and they got a following and they can sell their books. I knew a whole lot of people that were like, what am I going to do?
Mm-hmm.
So it made it really easy for me to decide what I was going to do. I was going to start doing CromCon. I had no idea what I was doing. But yeah, go ahead and tell everybody where they can find you. I'm glad I got to watch that thing kick up a couple notches right at the beginning of your segment. That was kind of cool.
Yeah. It's working. CromCon's working, right?
Well, I mean, the Madness CromCon, it's like the Madness Comic Network now. I think we're going to have another show that I'm going to be doing with Piper for just people on their first project, first timers. And we're going to do a show just for first timers to try to get them seen and get them represented and get that first book out there,
Okay.
We're just going to keep trying to do more and more stuff to help people, man. That's all. I kind of got the bug for doing that now. So,
hey, it sounds like a good book to have.
yeah, I'm having fun. Like I said, I got to meet cool people all the time. All these people in the chat, yourself, man, most of them, they wouldn't even know me other than, oh, look what I got today. That's what I used to do. That was what I used to do in comic groups, to show off what I got today. Look what I got today. Now it's a whole different thing. I don't even do that anymore.
Well, you say now you say look who I got today,
Well, yeah, I mean now when I'm showing off books, it's people that I promote. It's like Florida Man, Mike Barron. It's let's see, who do we got here? Oh, not that one, but let's see, we got Jason Lennox, Lords of the Cosmos, everything that comes flying through here. Now I get to show off the good stuff.
Yeah.
The indie stuff. It's like it used to be look what I got at the LCS. Now it's look what the mailman brought. And it's all good. That's another one of them pins that Trey sent me. Heavy metal, little Tarna action. I like that. So yeah. Do you happen to have you ever met Don Chin?
I don't think I have. No.
Go ahead and tell everybody how they can find you, and I'm gonna bring in our next guest. How's that?
Okay, that works for me. All right, for the next 3 days, you can find me at the Legacy of View by typing in Kickstarter. And it could be 2 different options. You want the one that says 1, 2, 3, and I'm giving away deals to catch all 3 of my books, as well as some extra merchandise that you can get that are Kickstarter exclusive. Now, if you tune in or late, or you want to just support me off of Kickstarter, you can go to www.legacyofview.com, where I have issue 1 and 2 up there right now, physical and digital. And about a month or so, I have 3 up there as well. And I have some posters and other merchandise like T-shirts and whatnot you can purchase and see little tidbits of my world I have built, and some tabs on there. You see some other little behind the scenes Easter eggs I have. But if you don't want to do all that, you don't want to spend the money, nothing like that, you can follow me, do my whole journey of being a comic book creator at Legacy to View on Facebook and Instagram. Everything's the same format, so easy to find, Legacy to View. And just look at the artwork and look at the journey of becoming one of the great indie creators. That's all.
All right, Specs.
All right, man.
That's how you take it out. Don Chin, Specks Thompson.
Hey, Specs, nice to meet you.
You too.
Great. Good to see you, man. Hope you had a good time with Pops. He always treats people well.
Yeah, he's been great.
Don has a few awesome books. Okay, he runs Parody Press.
Oh, okay.
So you might want to watch this next segment because I guarantee you when we play this trailer, you're gonna be giggling your ass off. I promise.
All right, I'll stay tuned and check them out.
Oh, thanks,
All right,
Max.
All right, no
you have a
problem.
good night, sir.
You too.
Peace. All right, Mr. Chin, how you doing, man?
Good, Pops. Hey, I just came off of RJ's channel, and he said to tell you that there's like a 7-hour time difference, and that you would get that. And I don't. He just told me to pass that on. I'm not sure why, but maybe you can.
He's throwing Glenn under the bus again.
Who's Glenn? Do I know Glenn?
Glenn Fleming.
Uh-huh.
Glenn B. Fleming. He's from the UK, and we have set
Oh
up a
yeah,
show.
yeah. The guy
Yeah.
drinking the wine, was that him?
Well, no, that's Lucifer. That's Luke. That's Luke.
I thought I saw a guy on our stream yesterday. There was an older guy with a New York City cap, and he had an English
Yeah,
accent.
there you go. Yeah, that's Glenn. All right.
That's Glenn. All right.
So he's supposed to open the show at noon. I got a cough. Hold on a second.
That's okay. It's okay.
Anyway, he's supposed to open the show, right? At noon. He always does on Sunday. He opens the show at noon. Him and Dave Houston, Tony Ingram joins him sometimes, and they chat for an hour about Dave's stuff and Comics Unlimited and everything Glenn's into. Glenn, for some reason, got it all boggled up and thought he's supposed to come out at 2:00.
Oops.
Oh, his buddy from New Zealand, who's getting up at 6:30 in the morning to be on the show, which is actually 2 hours later than he was supposed to be on, right? So it was just it was kind of a mess. But you know how we powered through CromCon. We got everybody the time anyway, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so then he sets it up for we're going to do it tomorrow, Tuesday. Okay, but he set it up to be New Zealand's Tuesday, not my Tuesday. So it was supposed to be today, and here I wasn't there again but now we got it. Next Monday, okay, at 5 p.m. Eastern, we're going to have Glenn and Michael from New Zealand and probably Dave out there, and we're just going to give them an hour and let them get caught up. You know?
Awesome. Hi, little guy. What's his name?
That's Isaac.
Hi, Isaac.
He's the comic character creator.
Heir apparent, right?
And heir apparent to CromCon and the Madness. Yes.
Awesome. So I'll have to treat him.
You remembered the term heir apparent. That's sweet.
That's pretty sweet, man. I'm impressed, man. Heir apparent.
Yeah.
Nice.
He creates characters, you know, draws them up, gives them powers, figures out their powers. He's got a guitar guy that can do different things with different guitars and all kinds of stuff.
Awesome.
Different things with different chords of the
with different chords of his guitar.
I see.
You see what I'm saying? Don't
might
step on somebody's creative juices, bro.
He might like Beard Zerker, man. You know, they both have guitars.
We could show him the video real quick. You want to watch the video of Beard Zerker?
Sure.
All right.
I
think all right, I'll go ahead and share this with you, my friends.
OG style. Yes, this is great.
Comics are totally awesome. And I'm totally awesome too.
Can you hear that, Pops?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
Come in here, you gotta be quiet. You gotta be quiet.
Beard Zerker has everything you want from a comic book. It's got great drawings, colors, great story. It's got great action, has a little romance, and it's about something. Not just any something. It's a parody of something.
It looks like me, but younger.
And I was like, well, I used to collect and I love comic books. And they were like, so, did you ever want to make a comic book? And I was like, yeah. And then Parody Press was like, oh, yeah. So they made a comic book that's a parody of my comic book. And it will probably be pretty hilarious, because that's what a parody is. Or at least what it's supposed to be. You know, this idea of kind of like a rock and roll warrior. Someone in an altered state. Someone with a big guitar axe. And a pet cat that's from the hood. Just out of control. Speaking of out of control, there's his beard. It gets bigger and longer throughout the book until it takes on a fantastical life of its own. It's like, whoa! So, check it out. If you do, I hope you enjoy it as much as I enjoyed making it. But honestly, I didn't really do that much, other than rambling on about comics and books. I mean, comic books. Wait, what was I saying? Oh well. Enjoy! Beard Zerker from Parody Press. Back it today!
You like that, buddy?
Okay, hold up. You guys like
Thanks,
that?
Isaac.
You like that book?
You like it? Aw, what a cool dude. Oh, wow, the whole gang is there.
Yeah. the
Hi.
whole gang is here. Did you like it, bub?
I was in Grantham and they're like, it's awfully quiet up here.
What's
Okay.
Isaac's
Yeah.
what's Isaac's favorite music group?
What's your favorite music group?
Rush.
Rush.
Wow, what a stud. That's pretty cool. He's how old?
That could be a grandfather influence. The
Uh,
little guy likes Zach Wild, though. Fired Up is his favorite song.
oh, okay.
And I like Dennis River. I like the
Oh,
Hello
yeah.
Kitty one.
Okay. Okay. Give me love and good night. I got a show
Aw,
to do.
that's so cute.
What's the
I miss-
one?
The Hello
Grandpa hugs are the best.
The Hello
Grandpa.
Kitty guitar one. He does a geez, I can't remember the name of the song, but it's a Black Sabbath song, and Zach does it on a Hello Kitty guitar. It's on YouTube. It's hilarious, dude. It's great. And he just jams. He doesn't even, doesn't miss a beat. He plays the whole song sings the whole song, playing it on a Hello Kitty guitar. One
Yeah,
of them little
that's-
plastic ones, man. I ain't lying. It's awesome.
Coming out of
That's
my
cool.
mouth.
Okay, go. 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 Good night. I love you.
Bye.
Good night. I love you.
Bye. Bye.
Jeez.
How many-
it's in that mouth.
how many
No.
How many grandkids you have there? It's like five, four?
It's
I
four.
see.
Better
How many
stay four.
How many girls? 2 boys, 2 girls, or
Yeah, a girl and a half boy and 2 boys.
that's hilarious.
Yeah, the one sticking stuff up her nose, I don't know. That could be a boy.
That's hilarious. Was that like a gummy worm or something? I don't know.
Yeah, it's one of them stretchy things. I don't even know what it is.
So Pops, I just saw you yesterday for CromCon, and wait, Sunday or Saturday?
Saturday.
Was it yesterday?
I think it was
Gosh, it's been a blur. I think it was. No, I think I was on your Sunday. Sunday.
Yeah.
No, it's probably more of a blur for you than it is for me. I wasn't the one up for 2 days straight. So anyways, I just saw you this weekend, and we offered a Pops Madness CromCon pack, and so I went ahead and offered that again as our featured tier tonight. So it's a Critical Madness 7 comics pack, because I was just on RJ's show. And if anyone wants to back the book, if you haven't already, you can get all 7 covers for $77.
Now tell them about all 7 covers real quick.
All right, I will show you, folks.
Covers there, no doubt.
So this is a full color book. Since we already met our stretch goal, which was 7,000, everybody's going to get a really cool Beardzerker.
And how close are we to putting Bancroft in a
We are only about $119 to get.
Look, $119 away from putting Michael Bancroft in another snazzy outfit.
Exactly. So if you guys aren't aware who Michael Bancroft is, he's a comic book creator and a YouTube channel guy from Australia. And so when we launched our book, we got him the Puffy Pirate shirt back in April. And so our ongoing joke is that if we get our next stretch goal tonight, then he's going to have to wear something, a surprise suit. So we'll hope that he'll get it. I know that it's in his possession. This is just some interior artwork from the book with Bill Mouse. And so here's cover number 7, which we just released this last week. And this is by Jim O'Reilly, who's a friend to the channel. And
he is also, let me jump in here real quick. He's also one of our supporters. He's on our wall of honor at the Madness. He's helped us out, keep our show going. Jim's one of our guys, man.
He's a great guy. And I'm hoping he can come on maybe the Bancroft stream, but he's getting back from Vegas, so we'll see. Anyways,
already like, okay, back to work.
So anyways, we are we're just offering this one for a few days, and that's by Jim.
Change the banner, man.
So that's one cover, and then this is just showing you some interior work from Bill Mouse inside the book. So we've got about half of the book done. This is the first cover by Cannon White, which is a wonderful Beardzerker versus the Murder Hornets, and it's colored by Matt Yackey, who does a lot of work with Dan Fraga and Rob Liefeld. And then we have the one that you got, Pops, was the She crossover.
Yeah, now the kids want it. See, now the kids are like, oh, I gotta see that.
Yeah. So we got permission from Billy Tucci to put She on a cover. And then the one that's been really selling the best for us is the Rainbow the Brute variant with Ethan Van Sciver's Rainbow the Brute, and this cover is painted by Preston Azevedo. And
I love how you turned the hood cat up into a battle cat. I like that. Yeah. I think Rainbow got the best of Beardzerker, and now he gets to commandeer the cat. So it's kind of a fun. I think back in the 80s or 70s, Frazetta did one of his most famous paintings was called The Death Dealer. And so what Preston did was kind of a parody of that. Instead of a horse, it's a cat. Right.
And then
it reminds me of the He-Man Battle Cat.
Okay, that's cool. I can see that. If you like Jack Kirby, we've got a Jack Kirby kind of a retro 70s homage by Dax Martian.
And this would be the one that Glenn would like. Glenn's a huge fan of Kirby. He wrote a book and has a DVD about going and hanging out at Jack's house.
Oh, cool.
Oh, dude, he's got a whole DVD and interviews, everything. It's amazing. And
wow.
a book or two. Yeah, he's a big Kirby fan. So.
Does he actually have like footage with him talking with Jack? Wow.
Yeah, it's
too
on
cool.
his Amazon page. We always talk about it. We'll probably talk about it next Monday. You can check it out.
Okay. I got to meet Kirby one time at a con. He was just kind of wandering around the lobby in the 80s. It was like a creation con in the Bay Area, and he was very friendly, and he signed. I had like a Fantastic 448, which was like the first appearance of the Silver Surfer.
Yeah.
And my lowest X-Men that I had, I never owned X-Men #1, but I did have X-Men #2. And so he signed that, and I've got it here somewhere. I got to go find that. And
wow,
it's tempting to
on my wall, man.
Yeah. It's
back there
tempting to
next
want to get.
Jimmy.
It's tempting to want to get that graded, but then you can never read it again. So I don't know
Yeah.
about that.
I've never been a fan of grading. It's like I just don't.
Yeah, I think you have to kind of weigh whether it's
I
worth.
mean, if it's something super old that you really don't plan on touching and you want to preserve, I get it. But if it's a book that you love, it's like, come on, man. The first book I ever bought, I got it right here. First book I ever bought. You know, I don't want this thing slabbed up. I want to be able to pull it out and look at it once in a while.
The Defenders, yeah, I had a few runs of the Defenders, and that was a cool series. Here's another cover. Pops is a movie, kind of a movie poster looking cover by Thad Rhodes. He's one of the artists that was on our last book called X Farce, and so we make it look like, you know, with movie credits and everything. And then the last cover is
looks like me.
What's that?
Did you hear the kids going, he looks like you when you were younger, Pop?
Who's that? Beard Zerker does, or
yeah.
you were?
Yeah, that's
you
why I
had.
had to mute them. They were over here just jibber jabbing all the way through the video, man.
That's true. You could be the older Beard Zerker, you know.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. That's you when you were younger. Is that you when you were younger?
That's too funny. Well, and then the last cover that we have, Pops, is the one with U.S. Assassin that Mark Polton and Mike McMahon created. This character. It's kind of a 90s G.I. Joe action character. So we teamed up our characters and their pets. And so this is the only wraparound cover on the whole campaign with the characters. So that kind of gives you an idea of the different covers that people are going to get. And if you don't want to buy all 7, you can just get one. You know, they're $15 each, and these are all signed. You know, this is kind of telling you the different characters that are in it. That's our George Carlin.
Who did that?
That's Bill Mouse's artwork.
Okay.
Yeah, this is called Rupert. He's the government liaison. And then we have a farmer's daughter named Holly who's in it. And then these are the murder hornets.
Right.
And then here's some of the Russian agents that are trying to stop Beard Zerker from, there's a Rick Astley earworm that was released. And he's got to figure out who did it and how to stop it, because no one's getting anything done. They're just basically zombies singing "Never Gonna Give You Up." You know, that Rick Astley. We do have die cut stickers for the first. I think I have only enough stickers for the first 90 backers. So unfortunately, if you back tonight, I don't think I have any of these stickers left. But you do get the guitar pick, and then if we hit 8,000, I've got these cool rock star set and bookmarks.
Nice.
And then if we hit every increment of 1,000, there'll be a trading card, sticker.
Okay, so we got to get to 9,000 to see the Andrew Mangum. Is that what you're saying?
No, that's actually going to be. I had a sign up incentive, so that one Andrew Mangum will be with everybody. In fact, I have an Andrew Mangum T-shirt on tonight.
Nice.
He just sent me this in the mail like last week, so I wanted to say thanks to Andrew.
I'll give you a little sneak peek of some Andrew.
Oh yeah,
Right
you totally
there,
showed
baby.
that to me. That's cool.
That's dude, Hatchet, baby.
I think I can find his artwork. Let me show you. I'm sorry, I'm scrolling so fast, folks.
Oh, that's all right. I did want to see it though, because I didn't know what he did.
Okay. Yeah, I have a update page. I've been updating our campaign like every few days. So let me I had a page where, let's see. That's not it. It's coming. Yeah, if people want to buy original artwork, we have the pages for sale, like the Mike McMahon wraparound cover. And then the she cover is for sale. And Andrew is, there we go. Here's the trading card reveal. So Andrew did this in black and white for us. And
Right on. I like that.
yeah, it's pretty sweet. And it's got, Cat Stevens and then we have a video on my YouTube channel of Bill Mouse coloring Andrew's piece that's a few minutes long. And so after it's colored, this is what it looks like. And so this will be the trading card that everybody gets that backs. So yeah, we're pretty excited, man. I mean, we're we have all sorts of fun incentives. We have a digital MP3 album called Kiss My Axe. And we have the beard that I've worn on some of your streams, I'll put it on, but I can't wear it for too long because it tastes pretty nasty.
It's probably starting to fall apart by now, huh?
It's been pretty durable, man. It's you can wear it, as a toupee, or someone said, is it a merkin? And I had to look up what a merkin was. Do you know what a merkin is?
No, I'm wondering if it's a merkin.
I think a merkin is something that a stripper wears, but not on their face. I think they wear it somewhere else.
Okay. I never heard it called that, but I'll go with that.
You could get the beard too as an add-on for $7. Like I said, it's got really, really nasty synthetic fibers, so I can't wear it too long. But it's this is kind of a fun little add-on. So yeah, that's kind of the campaign in a nutshell, Pops. It's we're gonna probably go to press on this in late June, and then fulfill. So you don't have to wait very long before the book will be in your hands. And you've seen quality of our books. You have X-Farce, so we'll probably use the same printer and same paper as X-Farce. And
I think it's over there. I don't think it's right here. Yeah, it's over there.
You must get a lot of swag being the host.
I don't get a lot of swag. I do get books. Some people send me books.
They should. Yeah.
And some people will, if I back something, they'll throw in some extras, to give away, stuff to give away. People like Trish sent me all them pins, dude. That
nice.
Comic related madness pin on my hat.
That's sweet.
She sent me a whole bunch of them. Different ones. There's the Hail Crime.
Yeah.
So for the Patreon page, when people support me on Patreon, I'll probably send them a little pin or something, or I'll figure something out so I can use them to give away, or give them away with stuff that I give away, or what I'm saying.
I was going to ask you, before COVID hit, did you go to a lot of cons?
I went to a few. I would never say I went to a lot, but
is there any in Michigan that are pretty good?
Well, we went to one that's down in Elkhart. The first one that we went to, where we took the kids, the Hall of Heroes Con, and it's not a real big one. Okay, it's not a real big one, but now they have actually moved into the Hall of Heroes actually moved into a bigger space now. So I'm kind of looking forward to whatever they do this year. If in the fall they do something, I'm kind of looking forward to that. The Grand Rapids Con, my son and I went to that a couple of years ago. We had a good time there. We met Mike Zach, and there was nobody around, and we got to just sit there and talk to him for 20 minutes.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, he signed everything for me. Chuck Norris, Karate Commandos, Secret Wars, Punisher. He just signed all kinds of stuff for me. It was great. He's a good dude.
He's really good, dude. I think I had heard that he was autographing, and so I asked him for his autograph in the mail, and not only did he send me a letter, but he also sent me a signed. I'm not sure if it's Captain America or a Punisher, but I didn't even ask for that. So to me, as a creator, can kind of go that extra mile and take time out.
I want to show you this. I want you to look at this again. You see how she packaged it with the little Monday Madness.
Oh, that's cool.
The Monday Madness logo and everything. Don, if you want to do these in your next campaign, that's Trish right there.
Hey Trish.
The one that made them.
Those are really sweet.
So, if you want to get some of them for your next campaign, hey,
all right.
There's Pops networking again.
Yeah, Trish hit me up on Twitter. I'm on @RealDonChin, or you can find me anywhere. I'm on Facebook and Twitter, on our website, whatever. But I'm always looking for that. We've got the Cat Stevens stickers, which you've seen, and then what else do we got? You got the X-Cons trading card that came with the
I have one of those. Yes, I do.
And then this is the Beard Zerker guitar pick.
Oh, hold on. Let me pull that up closer. Oh, dude.
Yeah, that's what everybody's awesome. Gonna get. We just unlocked that, so
we're gonna be packaging that up like we'll be packaging that up like this one. So you watch. We'll package that one up just like.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's right. You showed me that. People, you collect guitar picks.
Yes, I do like guitar picks. I don't know why.
That's pretty sweet.
As usual, Don, it's always great talking to you. I'm kind of bummed out that your campaign's coming to an end because we're not going to be able to hang out for a while.
I don't know about that. We'll I'll still be in demand, and then I'll have my show. So
I don't know
if I ever need
ideas for your next parody press book, but I'm an idea guy.
I know you do. You have good ideas.
I have a couple things rolling around up in here. If you ever need to tap, if you ever need to tap some genius.
All right. I believe it, man. You have a good. You're like a sponge, man. You when you hang out with people that are creative, it rubs off on you, and you wanna get out there and do your own thing. So I totally understand.
Beard Zerker's not new. That one's almost over, Eric. You got to get on
Eric. He's just pulling my leg.
I know.
He knows that.
Right now. It's only new if you ain't backed it yet, Junior.
I think Eric's holding out. I think he's going to pull the trigger tonight. He's been kind of.
He's waiting to help the Bancroft bump, huh? You don't want to help.
He could be.
You don't want to help the Madness Mound.
The Madness Mound. That's hilarious.
No, it's I call it the Pops effect because it's not so much for selling books, but people will tell me, hey man, I'm trying to get likes on my page. And back when Facebook used to let you share to all your friends list, that's like me hitting 1,000 people with their page. And their page would just go ding, 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 ding with likes, and I'd call it the Pops effect.
Well, I've sold books on your stream, man. And I think you just got to get out there because you never know. The fans. It's just kind of like a what do you call it? Like a snowball effect. You only no, you don't, Eric. I know you backed X-Farce before it closed. You're such a kidder. Eric. Every time I go on a stream, Eric's saying, when are you gonna do like a parody press omnibus? Like taking the old stuff and putting it in a big trade paperback. And I'm seriously thinking that we could, pull together because we did over 100 parody press books back in the, in the 90s. So I thought, we could do one that's strictly Image parodies, strictly Spider-Man, Superman.
Yes, I need it.
I know. I got to figure out the price point, Eric. It's going to be thick, man. I mean, these things will probably be 80 to 100 pages.
Well, you're probably going to be able to make 10 volumes too.
I probably could. That's interesting. And we wouldn't have to wait, quite as long. Well, actually, not that I'm taking long to make books because compared to other people, I think I'm kind of coming out with them fairly frequently. But the parody press stuff, because it's already done, it's just a matter of cleaning up and scanning the old artwork. And he found Spider-Man. Spider-Man is like, what if Peter Parker was from Jamaica and he's a Rastafarian?
So Don, I have to ask you, because as always, when we get to the end of the 30 minutes, I got to know, do you know Rob Multari?
I don't. Should I know Rob? Is he coming? Is he in the green room?
Oh, he's right there.
Hey, Rob.
Hey, Don,
Night Wolf. I like that, man. It's like so masculine. Actually, I've seen Rob. You were on I think I subscribed to a crowdfunding boost thing, and I watched your video.
Yeah.
I watched just like in the last weekend. You had to scroll through the different comic book projects,
Right
and
on.
yours was like one of the very first things that came up. And so I don't know if fans out there know, but yeah, once you get to the end of your campaign, you get spammed by people that say, "Oh, we can help you boost your campaign by this much." I don't know if it really works.
Yeah, I figured. Yeah, they I used them a campaign before, and it was fairly cheap, just for like extra tweets and stuff like that. And and they post all the stuff like on their homepage. So I figured, what the heck, why not?
Yeah,
Man, you're shit for free. What are you paying somebody for?
You want to try to get out to.
You can.
Yeah, you want to try to get out and see if there's another untapped market out there.
It's all about experimentation too, because like once you've done a bunch of things, you're like, okay, well, what worked? Well, it didn't. Now let's try something new. And if it picks up a few things here or there, cool. It's worth the little bit that I think it was only like $40. So I was like, what the hell?
Good for you, man. That's cool. Well, I don't want to take Rob's time, and I hear my wife says I should come and eat dinner. But hey, Rob, if you ever want to come on my show, I have a coffee and comics show.
Oh, nice.
And anybody that's out there in the chat, if you're a creator or you have a YouTube channel or a talent that you want to get out, every Wednesday, actually just this Wednesday, is my promote yourself stream. So if you want to hit me up on Twitter or something, you guys can come on my show. Even Pops can come on and promote, the next CromCon or whatever. But you're welcome to come on, Rob. And I'd love to see your stuff in more detail.
Sounds good. Yeah, we'll have to we'll connect after that.
Okay.
Sounds
Thanks,
good.
guys.
That's one of the things I forget to do when I make the description. I try to make sure I got a link to your book there and everything. But I forget some of you guys got channels too.
That's all right.
So, no, I was going to say, Don, drop your link to your YouTube in the private chat so I can put it in the in the chat.
I will, bud. Thanks, Pops.
Oh, wait,
thanks, Rob.
Frog, yeah. Frog got it. Frog got it.
Thank you, Frog.
There you go.
Appreciate it, man.
All right, Rob. That's
all right.
You
guys.
That's his YouTube channel right there.
Sounds good. Yeah, I'll check it out.
All right. You guys have a good night. Thank you.
Good night, Don.
All right. Bye-bye.
Peace. I love that guy. He's entertaining, man.
I cut the last couple minutes from backstage. He seems like a really nice guy, and I'll have to look more into his stuff.
Oh man, Parody Press, like you said, they did just tons of books back in the day.
Nice,
And what he's doing now is hilarious. The Beard Zerker and X-Force.
I think I might have seen X-Force flying around, and it piqued my interest. Sometimes when you're focusing on like working on your own stuff, you kind of get those horse blinders on.
Oh yeah, I mean, I got it. I backed it. He sent me. Oh, it's amazing.
Nice.
It's great stuff. I love it. And look, Eric says he has a large Parody Press collection. So there's plenty out there. And yeah, Don's headed over to Bancroft, so we get to talk about you now. I don't have a 9:30 guest. I was going to kind of blend Daphne in with you so you guys could talk about the print, and then I was going to talk about her book. But she's having fulfillment issues.
Oh, no.
And she's freaking out. And I was like, all right, just do your thing. We'll handle it.
Yeah. If she gets gets things there or whatever figured out, then we'll figure it out. If not, then I can always pimp out her campaign.
And Joe said he's disappointed that you pulled out of his show, and if you want to reschedule, hit him up.
Well, I didn't know about his show until like last minute, and I was like, I already had another one booked, so that was a miscommunication. I'm sorry, Joe, about that. But we'll definitely reschedule. We'll figure something out. You know me, I'm always out and about doing these.
Now, are we going to be talking about the 1 through 5?
Yes.
Okay, I just want to make sure I got the right page, or unless you want to pull it up yourself. If you want to pull it up yourself, you can do that too.
Either way, no, I mean, if you got it on the queue.
Well, I have to queue it up, but I was like, if
Oh, yeah, I
some
got
people
it. I got it. Yeah, I can share it if you want. I got it.
okay, because I mean, I know it's easier for some people to actually talk about what's on the screen as opposed to have somebody else strolling around while they're trying to talk.
Right. Yeah. No worries. I can do that. We'll share it. Right. You want me to do it right now then?
Whenever you want. But like I said, we don't have nobody behind us. We have all the time that you want to take to talk about your book. So, we got people watching. By all means, shill that book, son.
Right. Well, I shared it. I don't know if it's up there. There we go.
All right.
So, all right. So Nightwolf has a story about a young man who finds out that he's born a werewolf and gets thrown into a supernatural war. Now, as you mentioned, this is issues 1 through 5. 1 through 4 have already been previously published and they are available. And this is the help for printing issue 5. And so basically it's a catch up for anybody who hasn't read yet. And also for those Wolfpack members, as I like to call my audience, this is for them to continue on in the story.
There's more than one wolf pack out there, right?
Oh, of course there is. Each pack, there's more than one across the world. This is my
like I know another creator who has their crew's called the Wolf Pack. It's kind of cool because there are wolf packs everywhere.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, that's the beauty of it. There's packs all over the world. This is my pack, and they're like my family. Just like Trish and Mike, they're both a part of my pack, and they are they are my hunting party.
I'm gonna show you something, and I don't want you to think this is something like I just threw up there. Oh, it's not in this one, is it? Oh yeah, there he is. Bang.
Yeah.
I love wolves too, man. I mean, it's one of my overlays, and it's not a wolf, that's anyway special to me other than I love wolves.
Yeah.
Actually, did one of them sweat lodge things when I was younger.
Nice.
And the dream was definitely wolf related. So I actually wrote all that shit down the next day, man. The whole
nice.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
I got it right over here. Trying to figure out how to turn it into a short story or something.
Yeah. No, I mean that sounds like something, and that's actually how dreams are how I've written a lot of my stories.
Yeah.
Like as a kid, I would always have nightmares, and my parents would always be worried about me and all that kind of stuff. But eventually, I kind of grew out of it, being afraid of them, and it became more of story fodder. So I would put those into my stories, and it's kind of how a lot of my things come about and why they're a little bit horror-esque. I think I've watched so many horror movies, growing up, and then into my teens and all that. So just kind of a lot of that mixed with the fantasy and supernatural genre. And yeah, wolves, they're my favorite animal too. I mean, that's just I would love to have one, but even a husky would be awesome to have.
We got 2 of them.
Oh, nice.
We got 2 of them. Yeah.
My wife says that she would rather not have a husky because of all the hair. We have we have a pit bull, or not a pit bull. She's a bulldog mix, but she looks like a pit bull. And we have a little chihuahua who kind of looks like a fox. It's one of those long ears.
We got a big husky that thinks he's a wolf, and we got a little husky that thinks he's a coyote, and then we got a pit bull mix, and they're all rescue dogs.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
None of them had a lick of common sense when they came home. Nothing. They're all awesome now. You'll hear them. Everybody in the chat's probably heard my animals at one point or another.
Oh, right on.
Somebody comes home while I'm on a stream. It's 3-part disharmony howling top of the stairs, right? Which is right there. Oh, man, that's horrible.
Right now my bulldog she's sitting right outside my door to my office, and if she hears a car or somebody knock on the door, you'll probably hear her flying down the hall.
Yep, we love our animals.
Oh yeah, yep, no doubt.
So, do you want to play video?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, we can play the video. It's only a 2.5 minute one. I've had longer ones. I managed to cut these down a little bit. So.
You can hang out here till you're sick of hanging out here. So,
Fair enough.
You know.
All right. So we'll play it and go from there. Or maybe not. No, here we go. Do you love stories about anti-heroes and supernatural beings like werewolves, vampires, demons, witches, zombies, and more? Then Nightwolf is the comic book series for you.
I can't hear you. What's up? You didn't share your audio, did you?
18-year-old Rodney Marcelli is reluctantly thrown.
Now I can hear it.
All right. I didn't know if it was connected to my computer or how that was. Rod must learn to master his newly found lycanthropy and mysterious kinetic energy power that only he possesses. I didn't know if it was Dark Covenant. If it was going to get too loud or what from reverb. Master vampire Lord Malice.
In
April of 2016, I launched a failed Kickstarter campaign for Nightwolf issues 1 through 3. I played the game on hard, setting a $20,000 goal. However, I did manage to raise over $5,000, but Kickstarter is an all-or-nothing platform. I didn't let that failed launch stop me, so I decided to raise the money on my own by doing freelance web design jobs to pay the artists. After self-publishing Nightwolf issues 1 and 2, I came back to Kickstarter in October 2019. Since then, I've had 3 successfully overfunded campaigns for Nightwolf issues 3 and 4 and the Volume 1 trade paperback that collects all 4 issues. That's all thanks to my amazing backers that I refer to as my Wolfpack. Currently, I have written 12 issues of Nightwolf, and I have published the first 4 issues in print and digital formats. Now, I stand ready to publish issue 5, which is 100% complete and is ready to send off to the printers. That's why I've come back to pay for the printing and the rewards that you will receive for backing this project. I'd like to personally thank you in advance for backing this project and joining the Wolfpack. I'm extremely grateful for where I am now as a self-publisher and continuing to serialize Nightwolf for you to enjoy. There is no risk in backing this project since the first 4 issues are published and already printed, and issue 5 is print ready. Again, thank you for taking this creative journey with me. I appreciate it so much. So what are you waiting for? Join the Wolfpack today.
Nice.
Yeah, so I had to I took a lot of caffeine before I made that video, and just and then I was trying to speed through it so I could cut the time down.
I try to think about. I don't do any of that editing. I don't. Everything I do is live, and that's just how it goes. I've never edited a video. Don't know how. So if I blow it, it's just out there for everybody to see, right?
Right.
Oh well, that's how it is.
Yeah. This making the video is probably my least favorite part of the process, but I feel it's a necessary one.
It is.
Yeah,
it definitely is.
So I try to put as much information in it as I could to in the short amount of time. But I think it works, right?
Oh yeah. Did you get a chance to watch Don's video when he played it earlier?
No, I didn't get on for that part.
Go back and watch Don's video. It's freaking hilarious. I guarantee you that video sold books.
Nice.
I guarantee it.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's that good. It's your book has to be that kind of book to use a funny video to
right. Yeah.
Like the Florida Man video was real good. It was hilarious. Beard Zerker is great. It's a great video. Whoever's doing these things is just kicking it out the park.
Nice.
Some of them are just theatrical.
I remember doing my first one. My first failed Kickstarter back in 2016. I had a 6-minute long video. I made it all the pages were flying in and out, and you could read and then I had all the character designs in there and the story and eventually I was like, why am I spending all this time on this? Is anybody even watching it?
Yeah. 2 minutes is good.
Yeah.
2 minutes is good. there are some people that will put a longer video farther down.
Mm-hmm.
Like if they had more they wanted to say, or they want to go into more detail about
Right.
certain aspects of their campaign, they'll have a longer video farther down in the Kickstarter or in the in the page.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I figure people aren't really there for my ugly mug. They're there for the gorgeous art and the story.
For me, okay, like Indie Bolt. I don't know if you know people in Indie Bolt, Barry and Randy over there.
Yeah.
Those guys, when I first started going out on their show, I didn't realize their main audience is a radio audience. Okay.
I think I did hear that, yeah.
See, so people go out there with the videos that just show stuff and have text. And it's like, yo, man, you got to put some kind of voiceover on it. You got to tell people about this book. So the people that are listening, okay, driving and just got their YouTube on them, they're listening to the show.
Mm-hmm.
They're not watching, right?
Yeah, exactly.
If you're one of them 60,000 people listening to Indie Bolt,
mm-hmm.
you don't hear that video.
Yeah.
You don't see that video.
Yeah,
you hear 2 minutes, right? 2 minutes of canned music. That's what you get. So when you're out there talking, at least you're making sure you're covering that audience too.
Oh yeah, yeah. You definitely need to have a bit of a face-to-face and an introduction for sure. That's the part that I want to make sure I get out there. Where and then like obviously I let the art from there, kind of speak for itself. The cover art for each issue is, awesome. The inside, art is amazing. I can't thank Carlos Herrera and Gat Melvin and some of the other artists who've worked on these books for me, enough. I mean, they do a great job. And, I'm just happy to be able to tell my story and have a lot of this information out there. Just like I said, these are interiors right here. I mean, this is issue 1. The suit. So yeah, I mean, it's it's just for me as a wolf fan, a werewolf fan, like I enjoy them too. And I think I have an artistic ability myself. I went to art school. I'm a graphic and web designer, and I have the ability. I made the original character designs. But they're nowhere as good as this. And I figured if I'm going to, I'm focused on something that I'm good at, I'm going to focus on, obviously the writing and the marketing and stuff, because that's, what I do. And so, and I hired somebody that I would, like an actual, like, big 2 published art style, so that's kind of like what I wanted. I didn't want to have, something that, like that I would put out myself, because I know I'm not to that quality. As artist anyway.
Well, yeah, I'm kind of one of them people to defer to those who know kind of guy. Yeah. I mean, if somebody knows more about it than I do, by all means come in here and show me what I don't know.
Right? Yeah, and it's always good to keep learning too. Like I picked up was it Renderwave had that that coloring like hardcover book last year. I backed. I'm not even a colorist, but I backed it just to play around with it, and so I just got it in the mail. So I'm excited to do some playing around after this campaign's over.
So speaking of campaign almost over, I wanted to throw this at you too. Our friends at Indie Bolt also have a Gemini mailer discount code for all our friends in the Comic Madness Network. Next time you're buying Geminis, Bolt 10 is your discount code for your discount on your Gemini mailer.
Yeah, Varian had mentioned that to me before, and I forgot to write it down. So it's Volt 10.
Volt 10, that's right.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, man, we all help each other out, man.
Oh yeah.
When I first started doing this, nobody knew who I was, Rob. Nobody. I was nobody. I wasn't an industry guy. I wasn't a podcaster. I was nobody. And Barry and Randy and those guys were like, yeah, man, keep doing what you're doing. Don't stop. Power through it.
Right,
they kept pushing, right? And kept encouraging me to keep doing it. So, I love those guys, man. Their whole action over there is 100%.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're from, Varian, like I enjoy having talking to him, and he's entertaining. And what's funny is because like you and I have even talked about this too, is how he's afraid of werewolves, and every time I come on, he tells that story about why he's afraid of werewolves.
And there are so many great werewolf books.
Exactly. Well, and me and Daphne were on together last time, and we were talking about the print in our books. And he's like, Daphne, you traitor. But he did back me. Varian did back me, and I said to him, I'm like, you know what? I hope that this helps you through your fears. I'm not sure if this shot here is going to help so much.
I'm almost going to guarantee that one goes in the vault for a giveaway.
Well, yeah.
And that's okay, because I might end up with it. I got the last one.
Nice.
He put up a Femme Fatale book for to give away, and people just had to tell him who created it, right? Who the two creators were, and you Google it, and there's nothing.
Oh wow!
But I'm a smart comic guy. I eBayed it and found it right away because my wife sells copies of it.
Nice.
Found it right away. It was like, that one's mine. Send it on over here.
That's funny. Yeah. So with this, so now we're up to issue 5 in there. So this is Unseen art from issue 5. This basically is kind of opening up like how most humans don't know about supernatural creatures or aliens or stuff like that. So this is showing how like there's a special investigation unit hunting after Rodney, who is Nightwolf. Now that he's kind of gotten into these powers, and they're looking for him, and
Mulder and Scully after his ass, huh?
Exactly. Yep. And then so in the meantime, he's being trained by his mentor Snowpaw, who is a Scottish werewolf from the she was born in the 19th century, and she's kind of made her way through the years, and now she's giving her experience to him.
Nice.
Even though they don't really get along because coming from 2 different worlds completely. They don't get each other at all. So like, to kind of show that like this is her taking a little bit of steam out on him.
Nice. Well, I mean, a mentor is supposed to slap you around a little bit.
Right? Oh, exactly. Well, that's just it. Like she, in this panel, she's like, almost hitting him with the knives or whatever. And he's like, "What are you trying to kill me?" And she's like, "I'm actually holding back." And then she like cracks him with the hilt of her knife.
Could have been the other end, dude.
Exactly. So yeah, she likes to put him in his place, especially because he's a smart ass, and
it's kind of funny that I used to date a lady that was very proficient with swords.
Oh.
Okay. And she was trained and had all these sensei and everybody that she was all enamored of, and dude, she would go out in the back. We lived in Phoenix, okay? Now, it's hot in the summertime in Phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
She'd be out in the backyard in a bikini with a sword in each hand, going through forms, right?
Nice.
And my friends would come over and they'd be like, "Yo, man, where's Donna?" And be like, "Donna's out back." I was like, "Donna's out back. I wouldn't go out there and mess with her right now if I was because if somebody startles her and she slips, she's going to slice her leg open or something, Like, so they're like, "What do you mean?" So I take them to the back window and I just open the curtain a little bit and I'd be like, "Yeah, that's my girl, boys. Don't mess with me. I'll sit around."
Nice. She definitely would have been a good one for the zombie apocalypse.
Oh, she's still a good friend of mine. Could be watching for all I know. So
cool.
Yeah, it's like I've had a lot of fun, man, and always collecting. This is probably my 4th or 5th comic collection.
Oh, nice.
They go away, they come back. They go away, they come back.
Yeah, so when I was young and collecting, I didn't treat them the way they should have been. I treated them like a kid, but they were mine. And I carried them around in a book bag everywhere I went. Though I loved the heck out of those things, and they they reflected that, you know. It wasn't until like I was in junior high that I really knew how to, you know, put them in backboards and sleeves and take care of them. And so I had to kind of go back and get the ones that I ruined as a kid along the way.
We were just talking about one of those. We were just talking about one.
Oh, nice.
That was the first one I ever bought and off a spinner rack. Not this particular one, but this book. Right. You know, Defenders 10. This is the first book I ever bought off a spinner rack.
Nice.
So you know, I have to have a copy of it. Obviously.
Yeah. Oh, of course. Yeah. Yeah. So the first comic I ever had. You know, as my video mentioned, and you may have heard before me talk about this, but I'm dyslexic and have attention deficit disorder. And for my mom to help me learn how to read when I was a kid, she got me every week. She'd get me comic books, and I got to pick 3 comic books if I was good, doing good in school, and you know. So then I would go get, you know, the comics. But my first ones that I got was a pack of 3. It was Untold Tales of Batman that came with a cassette tape. And yeah, so like I could listen to, and they actually had hired actors, you know, do the voice rules and everything. So I could, you know, and I loved watching cartoons in the 80s as a kid. And so this kind of was like my kind of cross over there, so I could hear them talking and kind of recognize the words in the bubbles. And so that was kind of like really what got me into 1, reading, and 2, collecting, which eventually led to me writing.
For me, it was mythology. I was a sophisticated nerd. I loved mythology.
Mm-hmm.
And one day I was like 13 or 14 years old, you know. It was like just Star Wars just came out, and I'm at the supermarket with Mom, and I hated going to the supermarket with Mom. Okay, because the little brother would get everything he wanted, I get nothing. So I look over at the spinner rack, and I never paid attention to that comic rack. Never. I was too smart for that. I read things like about Thor, Hercules, and Achilles, Hector, Priam, and every, you know, it's like I was a mythology nerd. So I look over, and there's Thor and Hulk on the cover of Defenders 10.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait a minute. That's Thor. Oh, shit. Hey, Mom, can I get this?
And you want to see, and then she got it for you, right?
Yes, that was it. And that was where, you know, it began.
Very nice.
And, you know, when I went in the Navy, of course, all my collection, you know, my little brother gave them away or did whatever, who knows.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I lost the collection that way. And couple of them enforced vacations that I had to go through in my life. I lost a couple collections that way.
Mm-hmm.
No more of that, though. Now I'm building the collection I love.
There you go. There you go. Yeah.
Do you know RJ? Do you know RJ at Critical Blast?
Not sure. I don't think so.
Okay, we're gonna give you another. We're gonna do a little more networking right here, right now for you. RJ at Critical Blast is working the hub for overseas shipping.
Oh, nice.
Okay, to bring your cost down.
Okay.
To ship overseas, and back, and people shipping back this way too.
Right on.
He's really put together something that's working out for a lot of people. He brought Mike DeBruin's book down from like 23 euros to 8 euros to have them shipped to America.
What?
From the Netherlands.
Yeah.
To America. Okay.
Right.
From 23 euros down to 8. So you might want to talk to RJ before you get into the fulfillment phase.
Yeah, because I do have a lot of European and foreign backers. That, you know, that, which is it's great. I love having them. And it's funny though. Like I get a lot of like people from Norway, France, Germany, England, the UK in general. Like I have a lot of people who they must love werewolves over there, you know. Like, so
I have a couple of shows over there that you might be able to get on too.
Oh yeah,
from people that in the UK that do shows.
Okay,
Lucifer Storm does a show called "I Have Issues" on YouTube.
Yeah,
you know, UK.
Nice.
Okay. So, you know, I mean, there's some people over there. He's got a couple thousand subscribers on his channel. You know, I mean, those are the shows to go. Look, It's a sword. I love
Yes, see, werewolves with swords.
yes. I love
Well, not only that, so like it's probably hard to see here. I might have to find an image of it and share that later. But I have an X-Men 213, Uncanny X-Men 213 homage, Wolverine versus Sabretooth kind of going. It's so this is like my one villain, Black Claw versus Silvermane, who was Snowpaw's mentor, and she kind of tells that this kind of story, this little tale within the tale, to Rodney, kind of basically being like, you're not going to go up against Black Claw, untrained. So,
I might have been slightly remiss by not also mentioning that RJ also has a show.
well, RJ, we're going to have to network after.
Critical Blast, I'm just, I've been doing this for 4 days straight. Give me break.
No, it's all good. It's all good. So yeah, we're also actually. I need to update this. We've unlocked this today, so we're just past this now. So I do need to update, but we got another reward. So we're unlocking rewards left and right. People are getting freebies. We're getting free digital comics. We're getting bookmarks, prints, trading cards, stickers, all kinds of stuff people are getting for backing my project. And, some of the Wolfpack members are, just saying what they think about the book.
Yeah, good stuff.
And then you've got pictures of them scrolling through here.
I see Chuck. Let me see. Who do I know here? I know Chuck. Who else is on here that I know? Oh, they're going by too fast.
Yeah, well, I know Henri. He's here.
Alton Simpson, I think I saw. Who else is on here?
Yeah, so you got
yeah, I see people. I know.
Yeah, you got Connor Hughes, artist of White Ash. Bill Colby, he's another creator. Dan Ekus was around somewhere. And then you got I gave a copy to Ross Marquardt from Walking Dead one time. I met him out, and so he was a great dude to meet.
I'm gonna throw another name at you. I don't know. Do you know Danny Morales?
Yes. Well, not personally.
You know who he is. You know what he does down there at the Collective, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. He's one of the admins in the Madness. Just
Yeah, I think that might be where I recognize the name from.
Yeah, he does. They have what he calls the Indie Initiative down there at the Collective, a whole wall of just indie comics.
Indie comics, nice.
Yeah, and they work with you guys. They try to make sure that you're still making something and they can make something. And
right, yeah. Well, yeah, exactly.
That's signings, all kinds of stuff down there. They do events and everything. So,
So this kid. His dad got his son his first comic book.
Nice.
Yeah, so I was like, wow, that's to me like getting into comics when I was a kid. That was like a great feeling, So just
I push it all over my grandkids. They have a box of their own. They all got a box of their own. It's like I did find a Minecraft comic upstairs today, not in the bag and board though. I was like,
Yeah, I had a bunch of doubles that I got. Somehow I got doubles of back when I was collecting, and so I gave them to my boys, and and they don't treat them they treated them like I did, but I try to tell them like, listen, like those are yours now. Kind of hurts my soul the way I see them out there, but I
kind of did one of these things. I was like, some of them books, it don't really matter, but ones like this, he has Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man #1.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
I don't even have that freaking book. I'm like, don't mess with this one, boy.
Right.
You just leave this one in the box. Just leave it in the box.
Right, yeah.
So there's some that I make sure that they understand. Hold up, this one is nice. Don't mess with it.
Yep.
But I let them read their books.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, that's just it. Like, the first and foremost point of these books are for people to enjoy and read, right? I mean, and it's also like for me, I digital is okay for traveling and stuff, but when I want to sit down and read a book, I want to feel the cover. I want to feel it in my hands. You know what I mean? And I don't like straining on a screen to read it.
Dude,
So,
I can't stand. I mean, that main thing is like if somebody will send you a PDF and they want you to give them a little review.
mm-hmm.
Okay, story's great, art's great, but it's not in my hand, and I can't tell people what it's going to be like when it's in their hand.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. No, that is a whole nother.
If you want me to review it, you're going to have to send it to me, and then you're going to get the full review. How you mailed it, how it was packaged, you know how it feels in the hand, how the art looks, the page, then you get a review.
Yeah,
I've made the mistake of reviewing somebody's book on the PDF, and then the actual product wasn't as glowy as the review I gave. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I hear you. That's sad to hear that. Yeah. So, but there are those who do like digital, and I'm not knocking it because everybody reads it the way they want, and they enjoy it the way they want.
So definitely, like for overseas, especially when COVID hit and the shipping went fucking ridiculous, I totally get.
Yep. Oh yeah.
People want PDFs.
No doubt. Yeah. I mean, and I'm happy, to accommodate that too, especially if anybody who feels like, because the shipping, I agree, is crazy. Mike said that he read Nightwolf #1 on digital, but waiting for the yeah, it'll be here soon. Yeah. So I mean, it's but digitally, there are readers who prefer it that way too, and then there's those who will read it and then they will save the physical books for putting away.
What I've come down to do though is like when people send me a PDF, they want me to look at it or whatever. It's like I don't take books into the bathroom like some people do. No invisible fecal matter on the comic books. But there is a place for a PDF, right? I can scroll the phone. I can read the comic.
Maybe so you're getting fecal matter on your phone instead that you put up your face.
Yeah, well,
No, we all do it, though. We all do it.
The books need a longer life than I do. Okay? They got to be around a lot longer than I do. Yeah, it's one of those things, man.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's it. So with the rewards, I started off, and I have the $5 digital bundle where you get the comic, and then you get also the theme song for my video, and then you hear at $15 you'll get the digital, the physical, and the song as well, and then for U.S. backers I have free shipping in there, and a little bit of for my international backers, I've deducted a little bit. So it's a little bit cheaper shipping than it would normally cost, just to kind of, help that along too, because I want to pass that buck along as well,
it's fluctuating so much.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it is. It's, I mean, really, you can't really pinpoint it. You just got to hope that when you ship that you plan.
You didn't kill yourself on shipping. Yeah, I know.
Exactly. Yeah. So I also have a digital catch up. So you can get the entire volume 1, which is issues 1 through 4, plus the 16 additional story pages written by guest writers. So I have there was 4 writers, and they each did 4 pages for each chapter. So this is a 152 page book. It has pages of story, art, all kinds of great pinups in there as well. And then this, obviously we get the digital for $5 and the song. Here's the Thomas Tenney cover, the variant cover for issue 5. So you can get that instead of the standard retail. This one is a gorgeous piece of art by Thomas Tenney. And Tom, if you don't know who Thomas Tenney is, he is a industry veteran and he's a hell of a nice guy. And he's done stuff for Marvel. He did Force Works, Iron Man, a bunch of other stuff. He's worked for DC. He's also done stuff for AC/DC, a bunch of other bands, and he's done stuff for Creepshow, which is actually how I kind of met him, was through I won from Matt Knowles and Steph Cannon. They did a giveaway for that Creepshow pen drawing that Thomas did about a year ago during their, I think it was their Nocturna campaign.
Yes, Tales of Nocturnia.
Yeah, and that was I won that one, and I went on Facebook and I shared it and tagged him and thanked Thomas, and and then we became friends, and I followed him ever since. And then I reached out and said, hey, would you be interested? And I gave him a bunch of my character designs from Carlos, and here he pulled this gorgeous this is very 90s esque to me, like that's the era. Like I grew up in the 80s and 90s. So like that's the kind of like the era that I remember most, and the artwork that I kind of grew up with. And he has like Easter eggs throughout that he said he put in there. The witch here, I thought was a kind of a shout out to like Scarlet Witch because of the series and that he worked on her. But it actually isn't. He told me that it's a new character that they're introducing into Marvel. And I'm sure he'll probably show more and talk more about that in the near future. So I thought that was cool that he baked that into the cover.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And so the next variant edition, so these variants are all limited, and as they go on, they get more limited. So for this is only going to be like a 500 print run. This is going to be a 300 print run. The Chris Williams cover. Basically showing Nightwolf and Snowpaw sparring, during their training. So this is also, like I said, that's a 300 print run. And then you have the Hedwyn Zalavar version, which has got the witches that are in my book. And Mike will tell you he loves these witches in this story. But yeah, so this is only a 200 print run of this book. And then we have the X-Men homage that I was telling you about.
Yes.
So this is a close-up of it. So I even went as far as to kind of give you the same kind of X-Men feel for that book.
I like it.
Yeah, so this is a limited 100 print run, but it's a Kickstarter exclusive. This one, it will not be sold anywhere outside of Kickstarter. And then you have the physical catch up. You can get all 5 standard covers plus all the digital, rewards and everything. For $50, US at free shipping, and again, offset printing for the shipping for the international backers as well. And then
is that number one? Is that number one a first print number one?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
This is important. This is important.
It is very important. Yeah. So it is a first print. So this is these are all first prints. There's no second prints here. And then you can, if you are an existing pack member who's coming back, and if you already have like all the other variants, this one is the one that you can get all 5 variants for issue 5,
right,
all in one grab. So that it has all 5 of those nice, gorgeous covers that we have here. And then so we have another variant catch up for prints, so you can catch up on the different covers here. This one's by Joseph Schmolke, who he's done a lot of stuff for Scout. He has his own books through there, and then he recently did a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Last Ronin variant that I snagged last summer. And then we Carlos Herrera did this one. This was Bakuman Studio. This is Dirk Teague. He also has a werewolf. He had a web comic that he put into a graphic novel, and it's called it's Paradigm Shift. It's a werewolf detective story. And then the Thomas Tenney. So here we have this is another tier with another limited run sets. So this is an issue 1 by Dan Ickes. This is a homage to the Hulk cover with Wolverine, with the claws and reflecting the Hulk.
Right.
So we have a homage here as well. This is Sean Forney did the Days of Future Past cover. And then we have just a couple different Snowpaw limited runs. So this one's Carlos. This is my my artist for my book, and then this one here, that's Connor Hughes from White Ash, and then we have the Chris Williams.
Nice. You got some cool people up in here.
Yeah, a lot of it, and I miss cons because I do a lot of networking at cons, and I met a lot of these guys in person, and there are a lot of great artists, and they're really awesome to talk to and work with, and I'm so happy that they contributed to my project. So here we have so this is another Chris Williams one that I did actually at the con that I met him. And I did which variant's the best. So yeah, at that Keystone Comic Con, I met Chris there. That's where I met Joseph. That's where I met Connor. I was actually tabling next to Connor. So he and I got to hang out all weekend and talk comics, and he has a family, I have a family, so we talk kids and stuff. Just had a good time with him. He's a super nice guy. Very, very approachable and very down to earth. And, just like I said, I can't talk enough good about Connor and especially White Ash. I mean, White Ash is a great book. Charlie, amazing writer. That team is just phenomenal. And anybody who hasn't, read White Ash yet is definitely missing out.
Yeah, that was a good book for sure.
Yeah.
The Wolfpack Omega member tier.
That's right. So with that, you get swag here. You get your Wolfpack hoodie, your hat, face mask,
magnet, a sticker. What do we got?
Now that's so it's a heart. It's an enamel pin. So it's
enamel pin. All right, cool. Nice.
And then also you get the newest out of. So I have 3 Lego. Well, they're not. Lego.
Oh, it's a Lego? Cool.
It's a mini.
Get that up on big screen. Hold up. Nice.
Yes,
nice.
This is Snowpaw in her human form. So you get that Lego as well, and then you get the new T-shirt. It has the issue 5, and then you get all of the variants of issue 5 with this pack. And then we have a mystery box, which contains every single variant of 1 through 5, all in there. They'll all be bad board, put it in there. And then you also get a mystery CGC copy of Nightwolf, similar to this bad boy right here. So it's this may or may not be the one, but it's similar. That's what the mystery is. It's one of these bad boys.
It's one of 1 through 4. I'm going to assume.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because obviously
any cover. It could be any cover.
Yeah, any cover 1 through 4. It is all signed by me for sure. Some of them are signed by the other artists. I have a couple Chris Williams's Bakuman Studio. Carlos did a couple tags. He has. Let me see if I can real quick grab one of those.
Somebody donate $300 to my PayPal real quick, so I can go ahead. I'll give away some of it. I just want. I want the box and the slab. And the first print of number 1, and I'll give all the rest of it away if somebody buys it for me.
So Carlos was nice enough. So I had to send these to Chile because he's from Chile, but it might be a little hard to see. But he sent a couple.
Hold up, I'll blow that up. Hold up.
So he did a couple of these. Let me. There we go. See,
yeah,
he retagged them. Yeah, so he did a bunch of them with the signature that way, which I thought was pretty cool. So I was excited to get those in the mail from Chile.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, so I actually also, besides those, I had and here's the box here behind me. So this is the actual size.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so this is the box here that you would be getting.
That's a nice looking box. Who made those?
Packlore.
Pack Lane?
Pack Lane, yeah. Pack Lane. Yeah, I got a little confused there. Pack Lane, I got them through Pack Lane. So yeah, these are it came out really nice. I mean, I couldn't complain about one bit. I mean, it's great art the way it came out.
I'm gonna have to get me some sponsorship somehow, man. I talk about everybody's everything. But for me, it's all part of the networking. It's like just like the discount codes. Anything I can do, to help everybody get through this more financially sound. I mean, whatever. Talking to more people or the right people, or I'm having a blast. Now, Lisa's the one that hit me up.
Yeah.
Okay, so I assume you have a little something going on with Malone Management.
Yeah, so she helps me with my social media. I obviously still do a lot of outreach myself,
right.
But I figured I can't do everything on my own, and I had been for a long time. And it got to the point where I was stressing. Like I didn't want to be away from my family. A lot. I want to make sure that like they're taken care of first, and I'm with them. So like when I'm trying to focus on one side, she's helping with the social stuff. So I'll like queue up a bunch of social posts for her, and she'll will post them out for me, just to kind of help with that side of things. And then she's also helping with the media outreach and doing stuff like that. Just because I'm not good with, again, it's kind of going back to the hiring the artist. I'm not great at that, so I'm going to let somebody else who is do that stuff for me, and so while I can focus on the other stuff I'm good at.
And she just like, I guess Heather's working with her now too. And Heather Ellen's one of the people that taught me a whole bunch about getting my show out and getting it seen back when I first started doing
right on.
So it's like it all goes full circle, man.
That's crazy.
The same people all still helping each other. We're just all getting a little closer together and building a bigger network.
And I think that's how it should be. Is helping each other out, and sharing information, sharing. It's to me that's the way it should be. It should be entertaining. That's what we're here for. Help each other, lift each other up. A friend of mine, Kevin Joseph, who's also the writer of one of my other favorite indie titles, Tart. He always says, rising tides lift all boats, right? You help each other out, and it's true. And if there's drama involved, like really, it's comic books. You know what I mean? Like there shouldn't be drama involved. It's entertainment.
I try to laugh off a lot of it though. I really do. Like there's some people recently they want to make it hard on me or cancel what I'm doing or whatever, and I kind of giggled about it, and I thought I'm gonna give them the opportunity to do exactly that. So I made one of my Patreon tiers a cancel pops tier, where you can spend $10 and you can do 6 hours of CromCon, and I'll go play freaking golf. Okay, and you can invite whoever you want to your 6 hours. You can cancel me out of my own show. How's that?
Seems like nobody took you up on that.
I know there may be people who would like to, but as long as they come out to my show and do what I do and promote people, I don't care. I don't care. I've had co-hosts hang out with me the whole 6 hours before. I've been kicked off the net for 2 hours during CromCon. And my co-host kept the show going.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So we've had all kinds of weird stuff happen to us during CromCon. It's been crazy. It's been a wild ride. It's been fun. But like I say, I try to make it fun. So yeah, there's people out there who don't like me. Well, you can kick me off my own show. Okay. You pay $10 to my Patreon once a month, and you can kick me off my own show once a month. How's that?
That's crazy.
And that's what I call it, the cancel pops tier. You gotta have fun with it, man. It's like at first it would stress me out, and I'd get all bent out of shape because somebody's trying to beat down what I'm trying to do for everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
you're not doing this for yourself. You're here promoting everybody else. I don't see you going and say, "Hey, buy my stuff."
Well, we might get to that point.
And if you do, then it's well deserved. But like I've seen you out here like for I've been on Kickstarter the last 2 years now. And I've, you and I kind of like at the same time, like kind of came into the light, and like
Yeah.
I've seen you, promoting everybody. I
created the madness in October of 19.
yeah, and
That's when I created the group.
And that was my first successful Kickstarter was October 2019.
It's like we've been, working at this. I didn't think it was going to be what it is.
Mhm.
When I did them first couple Crom Cons, I figured that would last through the summer. Everything would be back to normal. And, and it didn't. It that 14 days to stop the spread shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Look, guys, you got me out here for 16 months doing this now. Open everything back up, please. I'm kind of glad that we had the people from the Rising Tide Publications during CromCon yesterday from Peoria Indie Author Art Expo or Author Expo.
Yeah.
Brian Morris and Amy Hale and Michaela Jade, and they all were at a con, had all their tables set up, but they did a 30-minute spot during CromCon, and they went around live showing each other's tables and talking to. We got to see fans taking pictures of Brian and his fez, and dude, it was all good. I'm having fun.
And that's what it should be. That's how it should be. Yeah, I miss cons. I do. Matter of fact, my con schedule last year just totally. I only got one in before everything went to shit, and then this year, so far, like they've changed dates. So like I wasn't able to do any of my, or they changed the setup or whatever. So I wasn't able to do any of the ones so far. But I was supposed to do the Boston Fan Expo in August, but they moved it to Labor Day. And I'm like, I'm not doing that. I'm not going away from my family on a holiday weekend. So instead,
I ain't doing nothing that week. That's why we changed CromCon from the first week of the month to the last week of the month.
Gotcha.
Because my son's birthday is the first week of June. My birthday is the first week of September. And I missed having fun on both of them last year.
Yeah. I mean, so your family should come first and foremost. I mean, that's how I am with mine. Like, I don't want to take away from them any, as much as I am. Like, obviously these shows, it's whatever. My kids are in bed, and thankfully my wife has the baby monitor. So it's she's very supportive. But there's always that line, if you cross it, But in the same sense too, with cons and stuff, like I try to do, a few times a year, once a month, not too much to be too far away. But so I did manage to make up that one in August with there's a Steel City Con in Pittsburgh, which isn't too far from me, and so they usually have it 3 times a year. I couldn't do the April one because they moved it to June, and June's a bad time because that's around my anniversary, and my wife also has a dance recital. It just is a bad time of year for us, so I don't do any in June. But they do have an August one, so since I couldn't do the Boston one, I slipped into that. So hopefully I'll still have that one. I'll have the one in September in Erie, Pennsylvania, and then I'm going to Baltimore in October. Hopefully all those work out. But we'll see.
I'm just going to assume you're in Pennsylvania or upstate New York or somewhere in there for be going both those directions, right?
Yeah. So I am dead smack in the middle of Pittsburgh, Erie, and Cleveland. So I'm right on. I live in Pennsylvania, right on the border of Ohio.
Okay. I spent a summer near Harrisburg, not real near, but out in the boonies by Harrisburg.
Right on.
I loved it. I mean, it was they had like a little river running right through the backyard. And, yeah, I could have stayed there. I could have stayed there forever, man. It was real nice.
Oh yeah, we got some nice wilderness out here.
We got pretty lucky where we're at right now. We're kind of like on a. There's 3 lakes. There's like one right over there, one right over there, and one right over there. And we're kind of like on the piece of land in between them all.
Okay.
But there's a deer migration run right here. There's all kinds of wildlife. The huskies are always out there bringing stuff home. It's horrible.
Well,
Go out there and, you'll go out there in the morning. There's a muskrat in the yard or a possum in the yard, or it's like, you know.
Could be worse.
Well, it's okay if you get it before the kids see it.
True.
Kids go out to get on the bus and it's like, Grandpa, you know, and it's screaming from the yard like something died. You know?
Yeah. I couldn't imagine how my daughter would like this before I came up here after or right before we laid her down for bed. There was an ant crawling around and she screamed bloody murder. You know, my 3-year-old, and I'm like, what? It's just an ant.
Yeah.
She
had a bug problem for a while. He's okay now, but he had a bug problem for a while.
Yeah, I hope she grows out of it. My wife hasn't. We actually in our vows, like it's from any spider or insect that invades our home, I have to take it out. That's part of like literally legit like one of our vows. Also, in our vows is if during a zombie apocalypse, if one of us is bitten, we have to aim for the head. That's.
Right.
Yeah, we had fun with our vows.
It does not hurt to cover the bases, though.
Yeah, right.
I mean, come on, man. Who knows what's going to happen next, right? You know, I mean.
Exactly.
It's going to suck if I have to eat brains. I got no teeth, man.
Yeah, that might make it a little difficult.
We had to go
hungry zombie. Oh man!
Can you imagine a werewolf with no teeth? Old gnarly leader that's still whooping everybody's ass, even half his teeth gone.
That would actually make for some entertainment there, I think.
Like I said, I throw ideas at people. It's okay.
It's all good.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
I definitely don't mind seeing things that I suggested come to light in people's campaigns or in their books and stuff. I love that kind of stuff, man. It's great.
Oh yeah.
You know.
That's all good.
So is that the biggie, or is there a bigger?
No, there's still more. Yeah, we got more.
Holy.
So yeah. You can so this you can grab all of the print variants. Also, you can grab all 3 of the trade paperbacks. There's the die cut hardcover. Where you can it has claws over top of a vellum werewolf, and then when you flip the werewolf page, it reveals the human face. And then we have the soft cover and the variant virgin soft cover as well, so you can get all these for that.
Now, does that come in the pretty box too?
No, this does not. So this doesn't include the mystery box, but
that box is special, bro.
It really it's an awesome box. But I wanted to make the box more affordable, so I didn't include the trades in that one. Because between I just wanted to make this still people who want to get all of that could still grab that. Otherwise I could have included the trades, but again it would just
because I was about to say, did I say $2.99? I meant $3.99, but then you said the box wasn't there. I was like, okay, we're good with $2.99.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, again, like I said, I wanted to keep that, because I love that box, and and there's a lot of good CGCs in there. I figured I wanted to make it where it was within somebody's price range. Some not that these aren't. Some people have more than others, but and there might be those who can't back it at all, which is fine. Like, share, comment. You may have a friend who might like this stuff too, and if they buy it, you might be able to read theirs.
Word of mouth is everything. Word of mouth is everything. And
exactly. That's it. That's just it. There's many ways. Yeah, there's many ways to share.
And yeah, do you notice that the saber-toothed Wolverine homage totally stands out in that picture?
Yep.
Totally stands out, dude.
I might have done that on purpose.
I mean, I'm just saying, it's like you notice that one right away, and you're like, oh,
yeah. I think the color, and I think that too, off the newsstands, why they did those really bright covers back in the day, off because you're or in the spinner rack, I think that was why they did a lot of that. And since my logo is typically not a very bright one, but it still stands out against a lot of that. But the green here and and the logo here, I think really helps that to pop out, especially because it's a darker, darker background. And I really was surprised how well that turned out when I did the cover dressing for that one.
Yep, it looks great.
Thank you. And Carlos, his art always is spot on, especially with the werewolves. So I can't complain anymore, at all. With his art, it's just so good. So here is the alpha tier, which is basically you get everything that the omega tier got, plus this. You get all. It's basically this one plus the omega tier. So you get all the trades. You get all 3 trades. You get all issues 1 through 5 and their variants. And then you get all the fun merch and stuff here.
Swag, everything.
Yep.
Everything.
Yep. Then here, it's basically the same tier added. You get a commission done by Carlos himself.
Damn.
So Carlos will draw you a, whatever you want.
Nice.
And then this is.
But wait, there's more.
There's one more. The last one here is you get all the nice swag and all that, and you get yourself drawn in as a cameo appearance in the book.
Now, can you be killed in the book?
If we work that out together, that could be possible.
Well, I have a friend who likes to be killed in comics. Whenever there's a drawn-in tier, that's usually
he wants to be killed off. Yeah,
Well,
when your book's about a lot of when you have werewolves, vampires, witches, and stuff,
you got victims.
Things happen. So yeah, this is a good fun tier. I usually do one of these per campaign. So I've had 3 people drawn in so far into the book. This is one of them. And I have another one that he actually got into this book. He actually made a little sneak in the trade as well. Just it was because that was coming out. That was which one he backed, and then I just wanted to kind of tie that storyline all together.
Yeah, I've been in a couple books. I've been in a book, got beat up by a pig.
Oh man.
Yeah, got beat up by a pig. Been in a book that basically all you see me doing is looking at a girl's butt. Or watching a hottie jog by my house.
Yeah.
I've been drawn in a couple books. It's kind of fun.
I think it's a fun one. People like to, if they enjoy the book, especially, it's a good one that they can get into. So here I have add-ons. So this one this was a stretch goal, this comic. So it's a brand new cover. It just got released yesterday. So it was also as an add-on. So if you already have your tier that you want, instead of changing to the tier, you can go ahead and you can add it on to any tier, physical tier here. And then also for the trades, because I don't have a smaller trade tier, because my page would probably been another, mile long scrolling wise. So I also have, you can get the individually get a tier.
Is that like a homage to Wolverine 50?
It actually wasn't, but like going back, now I understand. There's 2 different. So there's the Wolverine, and then there's the Werewolf the Apocalypse. There's a hardcover that has a similar that I didn't remember.
I also have a short box that has that Wolverine cut out claw strokes in it.
Nice.
It's blue and yellow X-Men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's that. So I think those might have been in the back of my mind whenever I was doing something like this, because really, like, I was inspired by the Comics Tribe die cut that they had done, and I got that book and I was like, this is gorgeous. I'm like, and this is when I was planning my trade, and I'm like, I don't know what to do with it. And then I thought, like, it was almost like werewolf's claws. I always have claw marks every time I do like something, it's Trish is happy that Mike got the witch cover. She actually had to convince him to do it because he was like, I just want to get the one for the story.
You got to talk to her about making you some of them pins, man.
I think I might have to. So so these books, like I said, you can get them individually. That die cut, I've seen pictures from it just real comes in real nice. And then you can get like for the volume 1 books, you can get the assigned book plate by myself and Carlos. That also came along with those. Oh, I'm sure he listens to you more than me, though, Trish. But so so that was the other thing that came in the mail with those signed books by Carlos. He signed his half, and I signed mine, and then they'll be numbered. There's a total of 200. There was 100 that went with the last campaign, and then there's 100 that goes with this campaign. So, but once those are gone, they're gone. And then I might have to get a whole new artwork set up or whatever, and get it, for the next trade for volume 2. And here we have all 3 Legos next to each other so you can see them. Anybody who didn't want to back the higher tiers, you can get the Lego by itself. Now remember, these are all custom done. Yeah. Like that's why you think $30 Lego. Holy crap! Well, these are all custom in hand and very limited. No, you listen to it. Well, thank you both.
Yeah, I got one of them little Legos. I went to a signing at a local comic store, and Dominic Pace was there, the guy who played Gecko in The Mandalorian.
Okay.
And he had he had Legos in the packaging of his little character, and it was like, oh my, you sign one of those for me.
Yeah. Right on. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here we have, we have some art too that's for sale. These are some of the original pages. There's only 3 original pages in existence because Carlos did this. He did this because, by way of how this part of the story was basically meant to be like a kind of like an old transcribed, feel like textile or whatever, like those ancient Japanese drawings. So he decided to actually do this, and ink it by hand. He's usually a digital artist,
right?
And so that's why there's only 3 of those in existence. And so we have. So obviously, I'm the creator, writer, and
you do lettering. And you do lettering.
I do the lettering. Yeah, that's my graphic design background. I put it all together. So yeah, when you get the printed format piece, that's me putting that all together to send that to the printer. And so this is Carlos Herrera. He is my my artist, and we have Gat Melvin, who's my colorist. We have Thomas Tenney is our guest cover artist. Chris Williams, who's a recurring artist that I have coming back for cover art. And then we have Hedwin. I also have, so these are other contributing artists to the book, or in one way or another, or whether it's like a, they're the other cover artists or colorists or whatever who've worked with them, or page artists. And then now we can talk about Daphne's book as well.
Daphne!
So here I have crossover exclusives, and by what I'm saying about crossovers is, so I've teamed up with other creator friends of mine who have Kickstarters running, and we put together our characters into an exclusive print that you could get for backing both projects. So this is my Snowpaw character, and this is Daphne's Ego Raven character, which is gorgeously illustrated and colored by her. She's the artist of this print here. And so, like I said, if you back her project, you could get
42 hours left in that.
Yeah, it's almost down to the wire for her. So you're getting last chance for all that.
I was hoping to get her out here tonight so she could talk about it a little bit, knowing it's that close to the end. But
yeah, well, but yeah.
she
I
was like
talked a little bit about
she was a little bit stressed out. She was
yeah.
like, oh, I don't think I'm gonna be able to make it. I got blah 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 blah. I was like, okay, you're good. Just
Yeah, you know, I totally get it. But yeah, so I did this for her. Well, she did this for me actually, and then we did this together. I put it up here, but I can talk about. She actually reached out to me when she was doing her first book for this series and asked me to read it, and I loved it. I thought it was a great, new take on the fantasy genre, and and I'm intrigued, and I'm ready for the next issue. So I was, I reached out to her and said, hey, do you want to do a cross promotion? Because, I love your art. She did a art piece for me before. And so I wanted to, use her art again. And I thought what better way to do that was, to kind of help each other out with this print. And then, I think she nailed it. She did a great job. I love working with her. And her and I had a sit down last Monday about the same time, and we did a live together, and we got to know each other a little bit better, which I'm glad because she's an awesome artist and a great person. And her and JD, they put out great books, so everybody should check that out.
It was like I met them, of course, again through Indie Volt, okay? But quite a while back. I've known him for quite a while. I've been promoting him, and I backed the Tall Tales.
Yeah.
Because of the ego rating. That was what led me into going over and looking at JD's books. You see, that's what I mean. Bringing everybody to one place is the whole purpose. What I'm trying to do. So everybody's fan base bounces off everybody else's fan base.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, and we're not in competition. There's not really, it shouldn't be a competition at all. It should be, everybody who reads comic books picks up more than one comic. They're on more than one title. You know what I mean? So it's not like somebody's taking sales from you. That's not the case. It really isn't. I mean, if you share each other out, through an update, that's great. Cross promotions that way. I mean, that really helps, but when you do stuff that's next level like this, that also it gives the fans something cool and exclusive. And plus it's really helping each other out, and like I said, I love Daphne's book and I am excited to get issue 2. So, I was very happy that she's agreed to do this with me. And, I hope to do more great things with her in the future and to see more great things.
That was the one thing I wanted to make sure that you understood too. When it comes to the madness, the comic related madness is a promotion and networking group. I encourage you to share your Kickstarter link once in the morning, once in the evening. The feed goes fast. Mm-hmm. People don't scroll back 3 days. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's true. And the whole purpose of the group is to get people to look at your book.
Right.
So by all means, and I try to make sure that Lisa knows this too, for all of, for everybody who wants to, they're more than welcome to, drop that link in the madness twice a day. I see it. It goes up to my Twitter feed. It goes out on my news feed. If I don't see it,
then it doesn't.
So I'm doing it for somebody else.
Yeah. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
Drop it there, man, where I can find it. Where I don't go looking for them anymore. There's plenty in the group to share.
Exactly. Yeah. You have plenty of people in there sharing.
And the more the merrier. There's, just like you said, it's not a competition. I promote everybody that's cool to me, man. Everybody that's cool to me, I will drop their links all over the damn place. I'll invite them to CromCon. I'll have them on the madness. Just be cool. That's all.
Yeah. And that's, it's not a schoolyard kicking each other down kind of a situation. It's comic books. It's for fun. You know what I mean? And yeah. It for us creators, sometimes it can be a little stressful when, we have things like what happened with Daphne, with her shipping issues. It is, it happens. But you know what? In the end, though, we're doing it because we love it. We're doing it because it's fun for us. And we're doing it because we just love comics and just telling stories. At least that's how I feel about it. And I mean, people may not agree with me, but
I want Daphne to know too. Her and JD been around for a while. They've been fulfilling. They come through with what they say they're going to sell you. That's what you get. if a hiccup comes along the road, y'all just relax. It's gonna come. It's gonna show up in your mailbox.
Exactly.
You're gonna be just as happy a week later. Okay.
And and I've actually experienced a hiccup myself, like with the trade paperbacks that I was showing. I actually don't have them on hand because they're still on a boat coming from China, and I can't, and that because of the die cut issues, they were having trouble figuring it out. They had to use a different process. The vellum werewolf was also another process they had to try, but it's on the boat. It's on the way here. I've asked my audience, my wolf pack, how they felt about the situation, and they said it's cool. Go ahead and launch. And so here we are.
They just want to know. That's all.
Everybody, that's the thing. If you're transparent, if you're open and honest to everybody about it, like I am, I tell everybody through the, the Kickstarter page, through my email, like I am very open. I even like shared screenshots of the emails from the printer,
right.
And redacted their contact info because, I don't want to give that out. That would be a little rude. But yeah, so like that, I'm sending out those emails, giving them the most information, and I sent last update I had was I sent out pictures of the book that the printer was holding in their hands. Like you could actually see hands turning the pages. So, like I said, sometimes stuff happens, and, it is what it is. COVID's kind of thrown us all for a loop. Like I'm just, and who knows? I don't know, if it got stuck at the port or what was going on with that. But, it is, when it comes in, as soon as it hits my porch, it's going right back out to everybody. So, I mean, I'm, whether this is still going or not, when they come in, I'm going to, I'll be changing hats and doing fulfillment mode. You know what I mean? It's, that's just the way it is,
And yeah, I tell this story sometimes, not too often, but the first Kickstarter I backed was a Polito Lady Death 4 or 5 years ago. First one I backed. Actually, my son ordered some books, and he's like, I ordered a couple, he ordered a couple, and when it came to the house, he opens it up, and his face just went, oh, and I was like, what, son? What? He goes, Dad, they're damaged. And I was like, no. And one of the corners was smashed.
Yeah.
All 4 books, right?
Oh.
So I was like, well, dude, Brian seems like a cool dude. Just send him an email. I'm sure he'll make it right. Within a week, our books were replaced.
Oh, nice.
Within a week. Customer service, y'all.
Exactly.
That's another thing that will get you a fan for life.
Yes, and I'm the same way. I mean, I think I've gotten, because of one time when I was first learning how to ship the Legos, this guy here, kind of he indented a little bit on a couple of the covers. But I said, if that happens to anybody or if anything's damaged, please reach out to me and I will replace it. I mean, I don't want anybody to go away unhappy. If something was packed wrong or something didn't come out right, don't let it stew and be mad. Just reach out. I will gladly replace it for you.
Yeah, and that's huge, man. For all you creators, man, customer service, customer relation, keep your fans happy, and your fans will keep you happy, baby.
I'm the one who's putting it in the mail. I'm the one who's packing it. There might be some late nights. If I made a mistake, I am sorry. I will make it up to you. Just let me know, and I will fix it.
And that's, I tell that story. I've had Brian out at CromCon a couple times, and, told that story. It was like, man, that's how you won us. That's how you won us as fans for life, because you were on that so quick and replaced those books so fast. And then I was like, do you want me to destroy these other ones? Because they were numbered books. I was like, do you want me to destroy these other ones? He goes, I know you ain't going to sell them. Just, I'm worried about it. Cool, because I was.
Those are your reading copies.
Yeah, I was more than willing to just, do away with them if that's what he wanted me to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I mean, but yeah, he was like, no, I know you, Pops. You ain't selling them.
Yeah, no, I haven't had the pleasure of meeting him, but I've been following him, and he seems like an awesome dude, and I would love.
He's the nicest guy, man. He came out to the very first CromCon. Okay, I mean, we had some great people come out. Mike Barron. We had a bunch of people that were, industry people. Keith Williams. We had some great people come out. But Brian Polito came out for the final panel on Sunday night and hung out with us for like 90 minutes and just gave everybody so much great information about promoting a campaign. And customer service. I mean, he was so cool about answering everybody's questions, and I think I asked him again once a couple months later if he wanted to come out, and he was like, no, man, you got people that need what you do more than I do. He's like, I got a following. I put a book out, people buy it.
Yeah.
He goes, you share my stuff all the time anyway. It's in the magazine. Everybody knows what I'm doing.
Right.
You don't need to worry about that. And I was like, that's really cool. He was leaving them spots for people like you, that maybe don't have 1,500 people going to back your book on day one.
Exactly.
Okay. So I was like, that's really cool, you, Brian. And then when the anniversary show came up last month, and I was like, hey, Brian, you want to come out for the 1-year anniversary? He's like, sure, I'll come out. I was like, yes, because it was the 1-year anniversary. He was there at CromCon 1. He was there, 1 year later. He was back. It was kind of like, finally, the art fiend has come back to CromCon. It was one of those moments.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that particular stream has more views than anything else I have up right now on YouTube. I'm pretty sure that stream, everybody watched it. Everybody So, he's a good dude, very approachable, good dude. But then most everybody that comes out to my shows, I can say the exact same thing about.
And that's good. That's how it should be. Everybody, and that, having somebody up at that like level and then being very personable, like that's great. That's what I like to hear.
And he, like I say, he lent credibility to what I was doing because nobody knew me. Just like what Barry and them guys, for the next couple months after that were just like pushing me because it was like, those are the people that gave me credibility when I first started doing this because I was just a guy with a Facebook group. I mean, that's all. I'd come out here and I'd say, oh, look what I got today. That was my videos. That's what my videos were. They weren't about, I have a little stack that I came home from a dollar bin dive, where I'm out there in the dollar bins. I'll come home and go, look what I got, look what I got, look what I got.
Yeah. No,
that was all I used to do. And then, COVID changed everything.
Yeah, that is the truth. That is the absolute truth.
I live out in the boonies. That really didn't affect me in my life in any other way except everything I do online. I mean, it completely changed what I was doing online. It's built, all this other stuff is built out of it. Meeting all you guys, everything that I've done the last years, because COVID changed the direction of my life.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I have a job now. This is it.
Yeah, I honestly, like, for me, a lot of it was like I ended up, so now I'm working from home for my full-time job. That was one big change, which also, for a while there, though, I was like partially unemployed until, but I could have had it worse. There was more people who were unemployed. So I got lucky, to be able to stay on. But then they brought, after a couple months, they brought me back in full-time, but still remotely. So, but that was saving me like almost an hour commute, so that gave me more time to work on this stuff. Plus, see my family off to school, or, help my kids with their homework and stuff. Cause I was doing a lot of that too.
Grandpa daycare, bro. That's been my life for the last 8 years. We only got one left. He goes to school in September and then it's like, I'll be rolling right into full-time, whatever I'm doing here.
Nice. There you go.
So, it's it just changed everything for so many people,
Yeah. Well, that's in the con situation. Like for me, that's where I made a lot of, connections with people and sold a lot of books. So at that point it was Kickstarter, or nothing at the, I didn't have any other, any means.
Oh, that's pretty funny. What's up, William? How you doing, bro? This is another person that has a podcast that you might want to talk to. Creators Outlet. William Pace. I'm just saying, that was one of the other things I was going to say. If you look in the madness any night, you will find 7 or 8 podcasts going live
at one time or another.
No, I mean straight up, all of them going at the same time. Like, there's 7 or 8 every night.
Yeah.
And all those podcasters are people looking for people like you to come be on their show.
Hey, look, man, I definitely like to, come out and, talk. I mean,
what I'm saying is if you come out in the madness at 8 o'clock, you go out in the group, the Comic Related Madness on Facebook, and you scroll through and you just write down that guy's name and that guy's name and that guy's name and that guy's name. There'll be 7 or 8 of them every night, different shows, and you can hit every one of them people up and tell them, yo, man, Pop said, put me on the show, and they'll put you on the show.
Nice.
So, I mean, that's also part of the networking part of it. I bring all the podcasters to the group too.
Yeah.
So that you guys can find them. You don't have to go out looking for them. They're all right there every night.
And that, again, like that whole, coming together and working together. That's how it should be.
Well, I ain't gonna lie. At first, it was like, man, all these people in competition with me. Okay. At first, you think that way when you're first trying to build something. And I mean, I can remember when I first met Lisa, she posted in the group about, promoting people's books and stuff. And I was like, hey, I do that already. And I don't charge nobody nothing. And it was like, I didn't do near the amount of stuff Lisa does.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I come out here and talk about people's books. Okay. Lisa, she does a whole lot more than that. Once we talked and I was like, oh yeah, you can promote in the group anytime. I mean, because she was helping people. She was helping people way more than I was individually,
Yeah.
It
saves me a lot of time. She's definitely worth it. Lovely.
So I learned from that encounter that maybe it's not all about competition. And, it's like, if I'm really serious about being an advocate for indie comic creators, I got to make sure that they get seen everywhere they can be seen, not just in my house. So, that's when I started talking to other podcasters and just, really trying to make the madness into a networking and promotions group as opposed to a, hey, look what I got and who can do it.
Yeah.
In the beginning, that's kind of what it was. Look what I got and who could beat who. And, I mean, goofy conversations that you see in every other comic group, right? Now you don't see that. You scroll through the madness and all you see is projects, podcasts, live streams of art, just one cool thing after another. So it kind of grew into what I really wanted it to be.
Yeah, no, and that's good. I'm glad to hear, that it's evolved and is improving every day.
Yeah, and having people like you come out, that just keeps the build. It brings more people to the madness. It brings more people to the show. And, one of your fans now might go over and look at one of these other Wolfpack books that we talk about, because there are others.
Like I'm definitely willing to cross promote with anybody who has a werewolf book, like, hey, come talk to me, like I will share your book. You share mine. It's all gravy. I'm not in competition with you, like, hey, let's, I got a pack, you got a pack. Let's go hunt together.
I love that kind of stuff. Have you done connecting covers with anybody yet?
I have not yet. I actually, that was one thing that I thought about doing. I haven't really got, that's the one thing that I need to do.
Let me see that right there.
Yeah, I have the Voodoo Nation one. I didn't get the Mojo.
You got Mojo?
No, I didn't get that one. No, I only have the Voodoo.
Let me see if I can get.
I was actually confused about that. Like, I thought it came with both. Like, because I upgraded to this one, to the Voodoo.
You could get one on one campaign and one on the other.
Yeah, that's what I didn't get from that. I was when one came in, I was like, oh, I guess that wasn't the case.
That one there, that's the one that I get beat up by a pig. Just so you know, that's the book I'm in where I get beat up by a pig. So, you know.
Yeah. No, yeah. That's something that's next level that I haven't done yet with cross promotion. So the Prince, that was my step up last time. So this would be, if I did the cover, would be a whole nother thing. So
yeah, you hook up with one of them other werewolf people, or maybe if you could get 4 and you could get a print of 4 connecting covers.
Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah, I mean, hey,
an idea, man. Hit me up anytime you want ideas, bro. That's what I do.
There you go.
Yeah, she got hers from Travis. She can ask him if he's got more.
No, I have the one from Travis. I don't have the Mojo Rising one.
You know, yeah, the one from Raj Mahan is the one you need.
Yeah.
And that campaign for book 2 just came to an end recently.
Okay.
I think they had some number 1s available on that campaign, so there probably still some Mojo number 1s available. I just don't know how many of the connecting cover
that are available. Yeah, I'm sure that was limited.
You know, yeah, I don't know how many they made of that. Mm-hmm. That was kind of fun. That was a little competition to see which campaign would sell more of their.
Right.
You would think that it would have been equal.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, that one.
Well, I think maybe the same. There might have been a lot of that confusion that I had, because literally I thought if you bought, because I upgraded, it was a little bit more extra. Maybe that you got both of them together or something. They might have figured that. I think, you know, it would have been kind of, I guess, looking back, a little harder.
Maybe he does have a couple.
Oh yeah, maybe I can. I can always talk to Travis about that. Travis, I'm actually doing a small. My artist and I are doing a little short for his Wonderland Cthulhu anthology. So yeah, I've been we're talking with him a little bit lately. Plus, he also did he was one of my guest artists who did the 4-pagers in my trade.
Yeah, I'm still kind of like slowly going through Cthulhu Invades Oz. See, one of my problems with trades is you have to handle it too much to get through the damn thing. Okay, and I'm a collector.
Right.
Okay, so I'm also a broke ass collector. So no, I can't buy 2 of your freaking book. Okay?
You can't always have a reading and a good one.
So, you know, if you go through it too fast, it ends up the corners are all bending up and, you know, it's not bent, but, you know, folding up a little bit, you know, just starting to lift in the corner and stuff. So I go real slow when I'm reading a trade. I'll read a couple pages. I'll put it down. I'll put books back on top of it.
Flatten it back out.
You know what I mean?
Yep,
and it's like I take my time, because if I rip through it, it will just end up wrecked, you know. That's one of the things that's like the only thing I don't like about trades is that you have to handle it too much to read the whole thing.
Right. Yeah.
You know, I'm a floppy guy. I can flip through that real quick, not bend nothing, put it right back in that bag and away, you know, whoosh, it's done.
Let me see if I can find, I just shared this with him. Let's see if it comes up real quick.
Hi, Steph. That's top billing, by the way. # top billing. Steph Cannon. That's the nickname I gave her.
Nice.
And Matt is Scream Pump.
So this is I don't know if I'm really allowed to share too much of it, but I'll just share this real quick. This is the first page for my short that I'm doing with Travis for his Wonderland anthology.
Oh, that's beautiful. Now, don't get in trouble.
Yes. Yeah,
don't get in trouble.
All right. That's fine. But yeah, so that's a little sneak peek that hopefully he didn't get mad at me for.
Come on.
But it's so, I mean, it's so good. Carlos did such a great job with that. That's, I can't wait till that one comes out. And, I hope that Travis is happy with it.
If he gets mad, you just blame it on this. It's madness. It's just madness, And yeah, man, Rob, dang, we've been out here for like I'm damn near 2 hours, bro.
Oh wow, wow, yeah, it's coming on, yeah, almost.
I'm probably gonna go find me something to eat.
Real quick before we go, I do want to share another couple because I want to make sure we got 2 other crossovers. I want to make sure they get equal lighting. So if you've ever heard of Forgotten Hymns by Andrew Gildy,
Yes.
he and I also teamed up, and this is one of his cultists battling Nightwolf. This is art by William Russell, and Gat Melvin did the colors for this one. So this is another one. If you back Forgotten Hymns number 1 through 2, you will get this if you back both of our campaigns as well. And also I have a cross promotion with Catherine Kamalia and Phil Flacco. They're doing an actual crossover comic with their 2 characters, the father like daughter and the haunting. So you know, we're doing, so this is kind of like a trifecta, if you will. So it has all 3 of our characters together. If you back both of our campaigns, you'll get that one.
Now, is that the same Catherine? I'm trying to think. Does she have the podcast?
She does. She promotes a lot of indies as well. She does the top 10, and then she does she has Father Like Daughter, and she just did The Dancer, I believe was her last Kickstarter.
All right, cool. I just want to make sure I know I'm talking about the right person, because she's one of them other people that drops her podcast in the madness.
No, yeah, no doubt. Yeah, no, she does a great job. Actually, I think the last top 10 she had Phil guest star when they were reading down. They both had like a top 10 list that they were comparing, which was fun. So, but yeah, that's that's my campaign. So
don't forget that Bolt 10 for your Gemini mailer.
Right, yeah. So join the Wolf Pack, today, and to go to the short link, if you don't want to type in that long one there, the short link is lonewolfcomics.com/Nightwolf, and that'll take you to my campaign.
Drop that in private chat, and I will put it in the YouTube chat. Loki made me do it. Back to haunting because of you. Added dancer. I love Mike and Trish, man. They're awesome.
Those 2 are the best. Like I love how I love how they share everybody's. They drop links. I love how there's Mike does the mic drop and puts all the links on there. That's cool. I can't thank those 2 enough for being so supportive. They're great, and I can't wait till Mike puts out his comic. I definitely want to support him, and I want to get, because he likes good stories. So I want to make sure that, I'm sure that I'm reading his great stuff too. I'm excited for it.
Yeah, well, Trish said there's something about wanting to do launch parties. So
yeah, that'll be a great time.
Light that up.
Yeah.
We talked Daphne into doing a launch party. Okay. Instead of just launching it, not saying anything, we talked her into going out live when she launched it, and we, brought all the boys to the yard. Like we told everybody, "Yo, Daphne's launching this book right now," and she was blown away, man. I think she funded in that first couple hours, like 3 hours that she was out there talking about it.
Yeah, it's to me, it's like, especially because she has such great art and great storytelling, she doesn't get enough, limelight. I think that's great that she's doing that.
And see, that was one of the things I was telling her. I was like, you have to go out and do this.
Mm-hmm.
You have to go out and do this. You want to get funded right away so that you can have a good time promoting throughout the month, and you don't have the stress of whether or not you're gonna make it to your goal.
Right?
It's like, come on, man, go out and tell everybody about this. I promise, we'll share it everywhere. We will get you there. Sure enough, man, she was like funded before she got off the stream.
That's awesome. That's great.
So happy.
That's awesome.
And I was like, that's what it's about, man.
Yeah. No doubt. Yeah. I'm happy for her, and I can't wait to get that book. And I hope whatever issues happen, they're getting that taken care of.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure they're right. She got Jamie there. They got years and years of experience.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's the thing. I didn't realize like how long those like they've been working together since '92 doing this. Like I'm like that blows my mind.
Decades.
Blows
3
my mind.
decades they've been hanging
Yeah.
out. Oh,
Crazy, which is so awesome. So awesome.
yeah. Rob, you're gonna have to come back out, man. I
Definitely.
do want you to know we'll be signing up for CromCon June next Monday. The sign up sheet will go up in the Comic Related Madness.
Okay.
It's first come, first serve, bro.
Right.
You know, you comment on the post, say basically about what time you want to come out, and we'll fit you in there somewhere right around that time zone.
All right, yeah, I'll take a look and see where I can get in. Again, June's rough for me with all the stuff going on. But I will, if I can get in there, if I find a time that works, I will definitely jump on. Pops, it's been a pleasure. I thank you for having me on here. And
anytime, man. Anytime. Goes without saying. Anytime.
Fair enough.
Anybody Lisa sends my way wants to come out, we're gonna do this.
Sounds good.
You can tell her though, 2 hours, baby. This wasn't one of those 30-minute shows, man.
That's right. It was a Wolfpack takeover.
There you go. That's cool. It was good meeting you, or good talking to you again. Yep. We'll see each other again, no doubt.
Sounds good. Thank you again. I appreciate it.
How? Wake up everybody in the house and shit. Mike gonna get me in trouble, man. Doris, thanks for hanging out.
Thank you.
Love that you watch, and love so much that you're helping my watch hours. Got to build that YouTube channel too, baby. Appreciate that, no doubt. Rob, have a good night, man. Thanks for coming out. Peace,
night, everybody.
I'm going to plug some stuff real quick. Talk about some stuff. You have a good night, man.
You too. I'm just going to, how do I drop out of here? I got to stop sharing for one thing. That probably would help.
There you go.
All right. Thanks so much. I appreciate it. I'll see you later.
Peace. All right. So let me run through all my stuff again real quick. Pull all my banners up. Y'all, thanks for watching. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, Comic Talk with Pops Van Zant, and I'll have your friends out here and promote their stuff too. You just got to tell them what we do and where we're at. Yes. But the hub of everything we do is the Comic Related Madness Facebook group. That's where it all begins. That's where people drop their links. I see their links. I promote them out everywhere else on social media that I can. Growing, getting on newer platforms, trying to make it bigger, trying to make it better, And anytime you're watching one of our shows, always feel free to drop questions in the comments, because fan interaction is part of this, man. You guys got to be entertained, right? So by all means, be part of the show. Always smash the like, share the stream. Exposure for the people that we promote is the most important part of what I do. Right? Help them out. I want to thank the people over there at IndieBolt.com because they've just been good to us forever. If you like what we do and you want to help contribute to Madness upgrades like Phil's camera, drop me a little couple bucks. I don't mind, because it helps keep the StreamYard going at the upper level. It helps me upgrade my co-host stuff. It helps upgrade my own stuff. Helps me back some of these books that need a hand, that need a leg up. So appreciate anybody that's throwing anything our way in that way. Let's see. Love you too, Trish. You guys rock. You and Mike are tops, no doubt. Let's see, what else do we got? Oh yeah, I'm over there on Twitch now. I think I got like 13 followers, man. So if you're one of them Twitch people that signed up over there, appreciate you. By all means, share my stuff out over there too. Get us a presence over there so we can rock that one. We can rock that place too. Let's see. And finally, the Patreon that we set up today. We set the tiers up today. There's a basic $2 tier for, you just want to believe in us and you want to help keep the show going. There's $4 tier, which if we can get 10 Patreons at the $4 tier level, I will give away a signed comic during CromCon at the end of June. And a $6 tier, which same thing, if we can get 10 people on the $6 tier, we will give away a piece of original art during CromCon in June to one of the Patreons, one of our Patreons that signed up at that tier. So if we get 10 people, that's like 10 people going to have a chance. If we get 20 people, that's 20 people going to have a chance. But you understand what I'm saying. We have to at least get the minimum of 10 Patreons at those tiers. Now, there's also one more tier. And I kind of like this one because I can go play golf. Okay? There's a $10 tier. And the $10 tier is Cancel Pops from CromCon. And what that means is you can come out to CromCon and you can host the 6-hour block. And I can go play golf. You can cancel me right off my own show. $10 tier. Hit that $10 tier. Get with me before CromCon sign up next Monday so we can make sure you got your block and you can bring your own people. You can schedule it. The whole 6 hours is yours. Try to be cool. But seriously, if you want to come out and find out what it's like doing what I do, if you want to just get me out the damn screen for 6 hours and make me shut up and let somebody else do this, you want to do it? It's all good. I'm all down for it. It's the Cancel Pops tier. Because I'm cute. Now, I don't have no fancy intro anymore. I mean, I have my CromCon thing, but we're not doing CromCon now. I don't have a Monday Madness intro or exit. Basically, we just do this the way people do it in the old days. We're going to eat a little. We're going to tell you it's freaking madness. And then we're going to say, y'all have a great night. Thanks for hanging out all weekend with me, man. It's Memorial Day weekend. We had a good time. We had a lot of views. We had a lot of people come out. We had a lot of people say they got books backed. Had a lot of people back books. Let Pops play golf tier. Yeah, it's the Cancel Pops tier. Let Pops play golf. Now, I wouldn't go play golf that day anyway, but, it's definitely it was kind of a fun thing because, there's so many people that always want to have an issue. Well, come on out here and do my job better than I do. Come on out. I'll sit in the background and watch. It'd be kind of cool to just sit and watch. It's fun. You guys don't understand. I have fun doing this, but at the same time, if you I'm talking like somebody like Lisa Malone, who has a stable of people that she represents. Okay, if she wants to take one of those people and bring them out as the host for 6 hours and have them cover all her people, this is what I'm talking about. That way they know that their people are going to get time during CromCon. If you have a show like RJ or Will, Will helps us out anyway. He comes out and does it anyway. But I mean, if you're one of them people that has a show and you want to bring your people to our show, that's cool. It's all about everybody getting the exposure. So by all means, man, go check out the Patreon. Like I said, we'll be giving away some signed books. We'll be giving signed books or prints or at the next level, original art. I got some stuff laying around that people would like. So, hey, it's all about giving back, man. Some of these people are being cool to me. I want to be cool to everybody out there too. So, I'm going to shut the hell up now. Y'all have a great night. Thanks to all the guests, all the fans, everybody, especially who backed anybody's book this weekend because they saw it on CromCon. You guys totally rock. My co-hosts, Phil, Will, Glenn, I'm late, Fleming, Danny Morales coming out and killing it. Indievolt coming out. RJ coming out for the final panels. You guys rocked it. Had a great time. Piper, Going to get with Piper. We're going to start that show. We're going to start a show that's just for brand new creators. Okay, it's your first project. It's your first crowdfunding project. Piper and I are going to put together a show that's just for first timers. I think we're talking about maybe doing it on Thursday. So, hey, we're going to talk about it. We're going to iron out all the kinks. Shut up, Christian. We're going to iron out all the kinks, and then we're going to get on to promoting another new Madness Comic Network production. God, this is starting to sound like a real deal, y'all. It's the Madness Comic Network. Don't miss a show. Y'all have a good night. Peace.